resolution. Okay, I'm actually back on 1080p. Is it working? Tap, tap, tap. Follow the channel. Share this live stream, everybody. All right, we're gonna walk over to this area where we were lagging a little bit earlier to see if it's a VPN issue or if it's a signal issue. Okay, thank you, Gypsy Chelly with the daily heart. Okay, Michelle M with the donut. Let's go. Look, I'm very enthusiastic about being back in China, but I'm also not enthusiastic about the fact that, you know, we're having internet issues. Okay. Hold on. Let me get rid of this spammer over here. Okay. Tap tap tap. Okay. Tap tap tap. Okay. Tap tap tap. Okay. Tap tap tap. See the signal turn to red, so it was a signal. So as soon as I come here, we're starting to lag. Thank you, Priscilla. I'm gonna stand right here, see if we lag right here, right at this spot. This is when we started lagging. Thank you, Gypsy Chow. Thank you for the roses. Are we lagging here? We are lagging here.我们这边先不要做任何动作，不要先给那个另外一个新连的一个人付钱，先不要给他付钱，你懂我意思？我现在在测试到底是 VPN 的问题还是信号的问题。OK。Tap tap tap. Are we lagging? All right, we'll keep it moving. You know, here's what's gonna happen, man. Tonight, I'm gonna be in my hotel room. Tonight, USA time. I'm gonna turn on that VPN and I'm gonna stream from the hotel room. Thank you, Arabella. If it continues to lag, then it's the issue with the VPN. Because obviously the hotel is gonna have a very consistent Wi-Fi. But if it doesn't lag anymore, then it means that the signal is the cause of the problem. Okay, so please tap on my face and share this live stream. Is the signal better now? Is it a little bit better? All right, cool. We're gonna keep it moving. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Some people saying we're lagging, some people saying we're not. Thank you, Elizabeth, for the donuts. Y'all got me confused, man. I'm gonna keep it moving. Anyway, any of you guys remember this particular spot right here with all the food? I'm stressed, man, because I live in this country and I need to make sure that I have a good internet or else I can't stream outside for you guys. I need to solve these problems that we're having with the signal. Thank you, Chrissy, for the daily heart. Thank you, Teresa P. This was the place last year. I don't know if any of you guys recall this, but we had a viewer. There was a viewer last year, and he was here with his son. And they actually ran into me here. Yeah, those are sugar canes. They actually ran into me here, right at this store. I remember this like it was yesterday. This is sugar cane juice, Sam. This is pressed sugar cane juice. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, it smells so good. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Good evening. Good morning, everybody in the United States. Good evening, everybody in America. Arlene, you remember that. Good evening, everybody in America. Arlene, you remember that. Good evening, everybody in America. Arlene, you remember that. He was trying, y'all. I am trying. I am trying, ladies and gentlemen. I am trying. I am trying.
鲜肉、龙虾都有，全手工制作啊。
这手工制作的。
哎，
这手工制作的。
对的，对的。
还有
卖了5、6年了。
它有什么不同的口味吗？
现在就只有2种了。
哪2种？
鲜肉、龙虾不是快下班了吗？
好，这个怎么卖
？38一份，全部38。
38一份，几个啊
？8个一份，20个一份。
好，给我来8个，给我来8个。
给你买单。
好。Are we lagging?
来，面包，Hello，来份吗，帅哥
I gotta get some dinner. Are we lagging at all?
给你买单。帅哥来份。对，世界杯就是光是15个包子含饮料，没有龙虾。在哪里找的？要哪一种就可以。
No lag, we good? Alright, check this out. Anna with the Forever Rosa.
Hello， 不要饮料啊。这个要哪一种？
这个。
要混装吗？
就这个。给我弄新鲜的，给我弄新鲜的。
都是新鲜的，刚出锅过来的。
There we go.
要醋吗？
要醋，要醋。一共8个是吧？
对。
好，谢谢。放这儿，放这儿，放这儿。Tap.
要混装吗
All right, let me. I gotta.
还有混装。
Thank you, Joni.
告诉你2包。要醋吗
Is it better?
来，生煎包来一份，帅哥。包里好吃哦，纯手工制作哦。
Is it better, ladies and gentlemen?
鲜肉生煎
Better.
包
Good
哦，
morning,
帅哥美
everybody. Good
女。
morning. Are we still lagging?
上海老味道。
We good? I didn't have dinner because I wanted to come out here and stream for you guys. So this is my late, very, very late dinner. That is crawfish. 这纯手工做的。
对。
Crawfish.
我们的一直都是纯手工制作，卖了5、6年，就一直在每天卖几百份。来，生煎包来一份。好吃吧
Very good, team.
来，生煎包来一份哦，美女们。
Dr. NS.
帅哥们，鲜肉。
Boy, man. Crawfish dumplings off the chain. Look at this.
来一份鲜肉、龙虾都有。
Thank you, Joni.
也可以混装。
Look at that.
Ooh.
Man, thank you so much, Sam. I appreciate you.
刚出锅的哟，帅哥美女们。
What's up,
上海
Dr.
老味道
NS?
鲜肉生煎包。
You know what?
哇，美女。
Melanie,
要一点是吧？
Tiffany. Let me explain why it's not wrapped up all the way.
来，
Some of you guys are asking, why is it not wrapped up all the way? The reason why it's not wrapped up all the way is very simple. Because they want you to see the shrimp. They want you to see the crawfish. You know what I'm saying? Because if they show you the crawfish, you're more likely to want to buy it. Because crawfish is an expensive ingredient. Does that make sense? They want you to see the crawfish so you will pay. Look at the juice. Look at the juice. Chris with the galaxy. Thank y'all for supporting the channel. We had a little bit of a change of plans tonight, man. Because I was supposed to be in Xi'an already, but I had to pay for an extra night of hotel to stay here in Shanghai because my flight got delayed.
多送你个包子。来，生煎包来一份。要醋吗？醋大都有。
Very greasy though. Look at the grease.
好了。辣也有，辣也有。
Very
来一份
greasy.
吗？
Oh shit. There's a roach. Oh, everybody, there's a roach. Y'all see that roach? Man, what the hell? Y'all see that roach? Man, this better not be a dirty ass restaurant, man. I don't play that shit. There's a roach. This better not be a dirty ass restaurant. What the hell? We got a little roach over here. Refund. What's up, Uncle Yodu? Thank you, Beatrice.
帅哥，买一份带回去。
We almost finished. She's trying to get me to buy more.
3件包来换，帅哥美女。
50% off if I buy more.
38一盒20个，38一盒8个，也可以混装。混装一份嘛，单买也可以。来一份嘛，好吃，包
Thank
子
you,
好吃。
Jackson.
卖了5、6年了，纯手工制作，可以混装啊，也可以单买，你要啥都可以，要多
I'm
多
gonna be
少
like,
都可以。
Dr. NS says I should get a discount.
来，这里买单，可以。我找你。
One more. I got one more. Nothing is free in China. Nothing.
现在快打烊了，要醋吗？哎。
能吃吗？过来个吃。谢谢。
帅哥，这个
我知道。
谢谢啊。
Will. Oh, look at this roach right here. There's a little scout roach.
来，3件包来一份。
See that? That's a little scout roach over
这
here.
个3件包哦，上海老味道。
It's a baby roach. Look at that. I don't know how I feel about the food now. What's up, Will? I don't know how I feel about the food now. But I saw a roach. That's a roach. Chop, everybody. We back in China, y'all. We back in the cut. Thank you, Anna. You don't think it's a roach, Will? I think it's a baby roach, Will. I thought that was a roach. Everybody, let me try to signal a little bit by walking in here. Okay, see if I can get the signal to work by walking deeper in here. Look at all this. Oh, it's not? Okay, good. We back in China, ladies and gentlemen. We back here. We back here. How's the signal, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna go a little bit deeper in here. How's the signal, y'all?
来一份吗？
Oh, 看一看. How's the signal, everybody? How's the signal? We're going deeper and deeper. Is it good?
你要买就快点。
Signal look good. Is the signal good? Thank you, Lee. All right, people keep saying it's a beetle. I thought it was a roach. Cool. Thank you, Alyssa, for the daily heart. Everybody, get your daily heart me in. We good. I think I might have figured out what the problem is. Yeah, I think I might have figured out what the problem is, y'all. I think I might have figured out why we were lagging. I think I might have figured it out. Okay, and again, it's been a long time since we've seen sugarcane juice, huh? Been a long ass time since we've seen some sugarcane juice, hasn't it? Look at all this sugarcane juice over here. Everybody, donuts is the goal, team. Donuts is the goal. Get your donuts in, everybody. Now let me try to come in here and see if we have a signal in here. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Beatrice, 22 Faust, Tiffany. Thank y'all for the donuts. All right, this is where we lost signal last time. Lovely, Meow, and Tiffany. Woo! Woo! On the way to work, Dr. Andrew. Well, guess what? Tomorrow at this, this is a touristy location, Sam. This is the Bund. Thank you, Joni. Are we still lagging? This is where we lagged out about a couple minutes ago. Look at that. Woo! Look at all this lamb over here. That's lamb. This is hot sauce. This is hot sauce. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what the hell this is, but that's hot sauce right there. Well, if you love China, Dr. Andrew, you're gonna love it. Because we got a lot of food to show you. Everybody, get your daily heart me in. Get your donuts in. Look at this. Man, they got food on food on food out here. Look at that. Absolutely. Absolutely, Dr. Andrew. I love the fact that I'm back here. The only thing I don't love is hopefully the internet isn't so bad. Look at that. Look at all the crab legs sticking out. You see that? Look at that. They got crab legs. Man, we got food on. Look at all these little crabs over here. Look at that. Oh my God. Lala with the donut. Beatrice with the donut. Look at that. That's incredible. A lot of different food out here. They're closing up. We wasted a lot of time today. I'll tell you why. I was at the airport going back and forth. Man, Chris, there's so much, Sam, there's so much good food. I wasted a lot of time today. The reason being is I was at the airport. I was feeling like, should I? I was like, should I wait? Should I leave? Should I stay in Shanghai for one night? I was like, what should I do? I was struggling with that decision. I was like, if I get to, oh my gosh. Beautiful. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Get your daily heart me in. Man, lots of eye candy out here, I'll tell you that. This is an old Shanghai specialty. Okay, everything that you see out here, a lot of old Shanghai. So when you come out here, and this is actually lotion. A lot of this is lotion. You see the way they're dressed? You see the way they're dressed? Look at the way they dress right here, y'all. That's old Shanghai style, turn of the century. Look at that. Look at them wearing their cheap how. You see that? Looking beautiful. Tap, tap, tap. Follow the channel and share this live stream, everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Now you can see if we have a good signal, then I have the confidence to keep walking around. Okay, so let me know how the signal is. All right, we're gonna see that's the area that we lagged out at earlier. Right over there. But then again, there was a lot of people there. So I'm gonna walk right back over there to see if we're gonna lag again. BK with the daily heart. Get your daily heart me in, everybody. Tap, tap, tap. It's not the fact that the crowd died down. I switched the setting on my phone because I was on dual SIM. What's up, AC? I was on dual SIM, and what I think was happening was when my Google Fi was not doing well, it was also impacting the signal on my other SIM card. So I made a little switch. I made a little swap. Thank you, Vero from Chile. All right, let's see. This is where we started lagging just now. We were at 1080p. We're still at 1080p. Joni with the love. All right, let me do a signal check, everybody. How's the signal? How's the signal? This is where we were lagging out a little bit. It's true. The Ming Tower did collapse. It's absolutely true. Thank you, BK. It happened. This is a true story. It's not fake news. It's a true story. Unfortunately, it's a true story. Is it good? It's good? All right, excellent. All right, cool, man. Let me not worry about the signal now. Let me get back to my stream. So here on the Bund, man, you see this one right here. You can just tell these buildings got some age to it. And that's not true, Joni. It ain't gonna happen. A lot of luxury stores, man. You can see this Omega store over here. Okay, a lot of very expensive stores out here on this street. Are we lagging? Tap, tap, tap. Man, we just got random ass comments telling me I'm lagging, and I don't know which one it is. No, we good? No lag, we all good? All right, cool. We're gonna keep it moving. For the ladies and gentlemen who just joined, this is called the Bund. Okay, we good? Will, we good? All right, cool. All right, we good. All right, cool. Now, we were here right around 10:35. They turn off the lights every day at 11 p.m. But this is the night view. Now, interestingly, all the biggest and fanciest buildings, okay, in Shanghai are all on that side of the river. Okay, that's Pudong, that's the Pudong side of the river. Okay, that's where all the big buildings are, including the tallest building in all of China. Okay, that's right here in Shanghai. Okay, the purple light, that's from the reflection of that logo right over there. Okay, but that's the Oriental Tower. Man, we keep getting spammers in here, man. I gotta get rid of the spammer. Tap. Beautiful. Now, you see all these folks standing on the side. You see them sitting on the corner over there. You see that? Okay, these ladies are what we call, in Chinese they call them fans, okay, which means they sell little trinkets. They try to make a couple extra dollars every single night by selling these trinkets to the kids and all the people that are walking around. Now, you see that gentleman standing right there. That's not a police officer, that's a security guard. That guy right there is a security guard. He is the one who chases these people away. What's up, Darvonia? What's up? He's the one who's often chasing these women away because technically these folks operate in the gray zone. Okay? They technically operate in the gray zone because it's called almost like a form of soliciting. Okay, and it's a constant tug of war with this gentleman right here, who sometimes lets them sell. Sometimes, if like a, let's say like a very important person is here and they need to make sure the streets are clean, they wouldn't be allowed to sell here. Thank you, man. So for example, if Donald Trump was here, let me give you an example. Gavin Newsom was here about a year ago, the governor of California. Gavin Newsom was here. He actually walked on that platform right there, right along the river in Shanghai, when Gavin Newsom visited. Okay, so when he came over, these ladies wouldn't be able to sell these things here because they want to make sure that the city leaves a good impression for the governor of California. But today is just a random Wednesday, or for me, I think it's Thursday night for me now. Yes, it's a random Thursday night. What's up, Too Tall? So these ladies are Regina. I think that's a different place, but same concept. Tap on the face, tap on my face, follow the channel and share this live stream. The goal tonight is donuts, team. We can get to 500 donuts tonight, y'all. We could do it. Tap. A lot of y'all don't like Gavin Newsom. Let's go, team. Tap. Happy Thursday morning. We're 2 days away from the weekend. All right, if the signal is good, then I got the confidence to keep walking. Now, and also another thing you notice that there's actually no residential buildings out here on this street. Everything is luxury hotels. Everything is luxury. A lot of luxury hotels. Thank you, Anna, with the donuts. Let's go, team. Thank you, Samantha, with the donuts. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep going this way, actually. All right. Tap. Thank you, Vero, with the roses. Let's go. You know, I'll tell you this, man. Shanghai is a lot of young people, when they want to spend some time in China on a study abroad program, or they want to come here and, you know, be a student or be a young worker. A lot of people teach English out here. Peril, thank you for the donuts. Elizabeth, for the donuts. We're almost at 200. They choose Shanghai. Okay, again. Why? Because a lot of people speak English out here. There's another thing that you'll notice about China is that when you're at any of the hotels that I was staying at in China, when I go to the hotel tomorrow in Xi'an, Darvonia is coming from the speakers right here. Thank you, Elizabeth. They got speakers everywhere. Okay, and let me tell y'all something. We're back in China, ladies and gentlemen. There's gonna be cameras everywhere. Tiffany, your daughter wants to go to college here. Probably do like a study abroad program. Okay, now cameras everywhere, man. We are in China. Y'all see the cameras right here? Milo, good morning to you, Milo. There's gonna be cameras everywhere. You see these cameras right here? There's no dead angles anywhere in China. They are going to be seeing everything you do, and this is why I feel very safe out here in China. I'm telling you guys, I don't mind the cameras at all. I don't mind the cameras at all. I love being out here, okay, because I know I'm safe. Okay, but there are gonna be cameras everywhere. Make sure y'all follow the channel and share this live stream, everybody. Follow the channel, hit that share button. Tap, tap, tap. We are in the streets of Shanghai. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, I can speak a little bit more freely now. Do you guys know why everything just cleared out? Thank you, Xiao Feifei. Do you guys understand why everything just cleared out all of a sudden? There's nobody here anymore. The very simple reason is this. The subway stops running by this time. So everybody was trying to make the subway. Thank you, Zom. Okay, everybody was trying to make the subway. So this is why there was such a mass rush of people going that way right around 15, 20 minutes ago. Okay, the reason why everybody was trying to make that subway. How am I recording both directions? Go and get yourself a freaking iPhone. That's how. Tap, 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 everybody. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. Good morning, everybody. Get your daily heart me in. Get your daily heart me in, ladies and gentlemen. Get that daily heart me in, y'all. Get that daily heart me in. Follow the channel and share this live stream, team. Let's go. Let's go. Now, this is called Nanjing Road. You cannot drive your car on Nanjing Road. You can't do it. Okay? Now, another fun fact for everybody who's watching. Do you understand why in Shanghai a lot of their streets are named after major Chinese cities and major Chinese provinces? Little fun fact, all right? So when you go in Shanghai, you go on a lot of streets, we're gonna have like Wuhan Road or Hubei Road or Gansu Road, right? Do any of you guys know why they have so many roads here in Shanghai named after different provinces and different cities in China? Any of you guys know the answer to this question? Trade. Let me know in the comments if you know the answer to this question. I'm trying to see the comments. No cars allowed. Anybody know the answer? No? Anybody? Anybody know the answer? Okay. I guess nobody knows the answer. Okay, nobody's even commenting. Okay, thank you, Barry. The reason is very simple. During the Second World War, during the Second Sino-Japanese War, the men that fought here in Shanghai against the Japanese invaders came from different provinces and different cities in China. Okay, they came from different provinces and different cities in China. Okay, so this is to honor and memorialize all the places in China that sent their young men to fight the Japanese here in Shanghai. All the young men that lay down their lives out here in Shanghai to fight the Japanese in 1937. This is to memorialize all the places that they come from all over China. This is why when you go over to different places in Shanghai, all the streets, it's like in the United States, we'll have streets like, you know, Washington Street, you know, or Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard, right? There's to honor and to memorialize special people in our history. My hair is very long. Special and amazing people. All right, same thing here in Shanghai. They're here to memorialize amazing places that sent their young men, sometimes as young as 15, 14 years old, to fight the invading Japanese here in Shanghai. So that's the reason why. Tap, 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 everybody. Again, no residential buildings. Everything here is an office, a business, or a luxury hotel. Okay? Please tap on the screen and share this live stream. Aren't you guys happy I'm back in China? Are you guys happy I'm back in China, y'all? Look, this is why, again, another reason why I like China, y'all. You see that patrol right there? Y'all see that police patrol right there? You see, whenever you're in China and you're in a place with a lot of people, like this, you see these are cops. Okay, this is not a security guard, man. These are cops. Okay, see this dude? These are real police over here. You see that? Okay, that's an electric. That's all electric. They don't bother you, man. They just drive down the street in their little buggy and they don't bug you at all. Okay, they do not bug you. They just drive down the street. Tap, 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 everybody. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. Hold on one second. I'm gonna change my sticker. Luna. We seem to have gotten better with the signal. Am I right? Dr. NS with the donuts. Dr. NS with, sorry y'all. I'm trying to change something about my sticker. There we go. Dr. NS with the donuts. Let's go, team. Let's keep it moving. All right, thank you to Hedge. Admittedly, I am a little bit tired, but I figure since I'm all the way out here in Shanghai, I might as well. They're not armed. You cannot. The cops in China, typically when they patrol the streets, they don't carry any weapon beyond pepper spray and a rod. Okay? Tap, tap, tap. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. Let's keep it moving. So again, a little bit more about this. Maggie, I turned off my Google Fi, so I couldn't see any of the Cash App or the memos that came in. I'll see it after this live stream. But I appreciate you, Maggie. I know you did, because you always do. Thank you very much. Now, this street right here is probably the premier shopping street in all of China. There's 3 premier shopping streets in all of China. One is here, Nanjing Road. Another one is I forget what it's called, the one in Guangzhou, and another one is Qianmen Street in Beijing. We've actually streamed all 3 places. Okay, this is another hotel right here. I mean, these hotels are all going to be like $150, $200 and up, just because of the location. All right, they also have, a lot of 10 years ago, if you came here, there'll be a Rolex store here. There'll be like a Cartier store. Now, not so much. Now it's all switched to these little trinkets. Okay, a lot of these little trinket stores where nothing is like more expensive than $5 to $10. Everything's pretty cheap. They sell like things like this, little lotions. This is like 198 yuan for 4 of these. This is like $27, $28 for that. Okay, but it's high margin. This probably took only $5 to make, but they sell it for almost $30. So this is the type of store that they got out here on the Bund. It's kind of taking over, man. It used to be, I remember when I came here in 2012, man, there was a lot of luxury stores here. Rolex stores, Cartier stores. Now, not so much. Okay, you can see this one right here. This is for all the ladies, okay, that like Chinese dresses, the cheap house. You can buy that right here. I mean, I would buy that right here, okay? You pick the busiest part of the city. Go find it at like a, tap, tap, tap. This is Chinese cheap. I'll go find it off the beaten path somewhere, but that's beautiful Chinese dresses. Look at that. Tap, tap, tap. Follow the channel. I share this live stream. Why would I flinch? I'm not a criminal. Why would I be scared of the cops for? I didn't do anything wrong. Why would I be scared of the cops? I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, I could care less. I could care less who walked right by me. I didn't do anything wrong. Why would I be scared for it? Tap, tap, tap. When you didn't do anything wrong, why would you be scared? Let's keep it moving. Follow the channel. Share this live stream, y'all. See, as soon as the subway stops, Sweet Angel, what's up? As soon as the subway stops running, the whole place clears out. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Thank you, Violet and Joy with the daily heart. Get your daily heart me in, everybody. Get your daily heart me in. Okay, I wish Lisa was here to see this. She would have liked to see this. Because we're only going to stream in Shanghai for one night, and then I go to Xi'an tomorrow to go stream. Thank you, Sig. Lisa is here. What up, Lisa? What up, Scott? Oh, Lisa. Damn, Lisa, what time is it in Hawaii? You don't sleep. Okay? Ian, very common. They got millions of cars on the roads. Very common. 229 donuts. Let's keep it moving, team. What time is it in Hawaii? 6 a.m. Did you just wake up? Or did you just not sleep? Thank you, user. Thank you, Kimberly. Let's keep it moving. Now look at this building right here. It's called Xinhua Lou. What do you guys think this building is doing right now? Thank you, Maggie. Just selling 8 a.m. in Alaska. Darvonia, you seem new to the channel. How'd you find us? Thank you, Maggie. How did you find our channel, Darvonia? I hope I'm saying your name right. How did you find us out here on TikTok? Okay, did you find us when we battled some other people, or did you just, oh, you're on Eddie's team? Oh, there we go. There we go. I like that. I like that. You see? You see that? Got a nice little new viewer. I like that. He don't really stream at this time. All right, look at how old these buildings are. well over 100 years of history. I mean, these buildings have been renovated, but these are all silver stores, gold stores, a lot of jewelry stores. I heard a fucking crazy story, man. Listen, I need you guys to tell me if I'm going crazy or is this just an absolute... Oh, Nessa is on Alfredo's team. I like that. A lot of new people. I like that. So you guys know, thank you, Tommy Holman. I have not been back in China in 3 months. I left on March 3rd to spend a couple months with my parents in North Carolina. Now, let me explain. I was at the airport and I was being picked up. So I went to the taxi line. I got into a cab, okay? And I picked a Marriott hotel that was only about 6-7 miles away from the airport, because tomorrow I gotta get to the airport again. I'm only staying here for one night and I gotta go to Xi'an. Do you know what the cab driver told me? I was like, this guy has to be clowning me. There's no way what he's telling me is the truth. He told me, I got into the cab at 8 p.m. in the evening. He told me that he's been waiting for a fare since 11 a.m. in the morning at the airport. I was like, what? He said, yes, I've been here for 9 hours waiting for a fare. I said, what? He has been there for 9 hours waiting for a fare. I was like, what do you mean? Why don't you just drive around in the city and pick up somebody? He said, there's no business. He said, there's no business. We're just driving around wasting gas. Oliver, I thought he was lying, but he wasn't trying to get anything from me. He wasn't trying to get anything from me, though. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to get anything out of me. I thought he was like maybe bullshitting me. Tap, tap, tap. But he was saying that he was waiting to hopefully get a big fare, like a big high ticket item, like a very long distance ride. And my ride only lasted 25 minutes, man. I felt bad, man. I gave the guy like $12. I felt bad. He waited 9 hours for $12. I felt very bad, y'all. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap. No, DBT, this was a taxi. This was a taxi cab. Like the people that wait for you to get into the taxi. This was a taxi cab. By the way, let me show you guys a really nice hotel. For those of you that just came into the live stream, that's the Shanghai edition under the Marriott brand. This one right here. $300 a night, $400 a night to stay here. Bone Cab with the, thank you, Bone Cab with the love you. That hotel right there, right in the middle of it all. Let's keep it moving. See, as soon as you come out here to Shanghai, you see American brands everywhere. Now this one right here is a knockoff Ralph Lauren polo. This ain't the real thing. This is a Temu version of the polo. Okay, but you get the point. A lot of American influence brands out here. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Maggie with the donuts. Let's keep it moving. That's that's a loaded question. I like being at my parents' house in North Carolina. I like hanging out with my friends in North Carolina. You know, I like the University of North Carolina where I went. But I'm still young and single, so I'm not married yet. I don't have any kids. So I kind of like being in Asia because I feel like there's a lot more excitement being out here in Asia. But I could live well in China or America. But I probably wouldn't live anywhere else in the world. Maybe Canada. I would consider living in Canada if it was like Vancouver. You know, but I could live a good life in China. I could live a good life in, I could live a good life in a lot of places in America and in China. It's really, China's cheaper. It's cheaper to live in this country. Get a flour cake. Tap, 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 everybody. DBT, man. Let's keep walking, DBT, man. Get a flour. Everything's closed. Where did that come from? Get a flour cake. Y'all, this is the Chinese version of Nike, by the way. Y'all see that? Lords, not a lot of 7-Elevens in China. We don't have a lot of 7-Elevens in China. Tap, 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 everybody. Get your daily heart me in. Get your daily heart me in. This is the Chinese version of Nike. Even their logo looks like Nike, doesn't it? Look at that. Amazing. Thank you, John Blair. Yeah, that's why there's not a lot of 7-Elevens in this country. In Japan, there's a lot of 7-Elevens everywhere, but not here in China. There's a lot of Chinese local alternatives. But that's the thing, here's the thing about this country that, again, you have to understand. Thank you, John Blair. Even though the relationship between China and the United States and China and Europe isn't the greatest, Okay? Our freaking brands and European brands always dominate the highest performing areas of the shopping districts. Like all the nice shops are gonna be packed with American brands. All right, European brands, American brands. You see the big Jordan logo over there? We passed it earlier in the live stream. Okay, you're gonna see American brands everywhere in China. Everywhere. Starbucks is everywhere. McDonald's is everywhere. Apple is everywhere. All major big cities have an Apple store. Like our brands are everywhere here in China. You know, and it's like, you see, look at that European brand over here, Ferragamo. Ah, Marcus is watching me. Hello, Marcus. Hello, Marcus. We're here in China. We back in China. We back in the cut. Look at this Edition Hotel right here. Look at that. I'm in Shanghai. Look at that. Hey, if any of you guys sent a Cash App or a Venmo like Maggie did, please let me know in the comments, because I turned off my notifications for I turned off my Google line because I feel like that was messing up my signal. So I can't get a text message reminder if somebody sent me a Cash App or a Venmo. So if somebody else did other than Maggie, please let me know. Let's keep it moving. I wasn't born in this city, man. If I was born in this city, I'd be rich. You know, let me tell you guys, Oliver, you ain't saying shit. Tap, 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 everybody. We still love you though, Oliver. I gave you a follow the other day for that Leon the Kitty, man. You shook up everybody. Tap, tap, tap. If I was born here, man, I'd be rich. You know why? Because the real estate in this country, in this city, has flipped 10 times in the last 5 years. No, in the last 10 years, the real estate value has gone up by a factor of 10. Y'all probably think I'm making this shit up. Fact check me. In the last 10 to 15 years, real estate prices in this city has gone up by a factor of 10. So yeah, if I was born here and I still had a home here, I would be rich. My family would be rich. Okay? I wouldn't need to be streaming on TikTok every single day. I'd be very rich. Okay? Tap, 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 everybody. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Thank you, Nick. See, Rainey actually messaged me the other day asking me if I was going to be in Shanghai, and I told her no, because I'm going to be flying to I'm flying to Xi'an. The problem is my flight got delayed, so I decided to stay a night here. So no, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to meet up with her, because look at that, European brand Omega, European brand IWC. Todd, I'm from like about 4 hours from here. I am from the coastal southern part of China, but I'm not from a big city like Shanghai or Beijing. I grew up in a small city, 700,000 to 800,000 people, which is pretty small by Chinese standards. I grew up in a very small city, I wouldn't call it a town, but I grew up in a small city. You guys remember when we were in Japan? How many of you guys saw my live streams when we were in Japan? And you saw how clean the Japanese construction vehicles were? Well, we back in the cut, baby. We back in China. Look at this dirty ass vehicle. I'm sorry to say it like this, man, but look at this dirty ass vehicle. Look at how fucked up this vehicle is, y'all. Look at this dirty ass vehicle with the chip paint and everything. Look at all this. Y'all see this? This is how you know we back in China, y'all. Because this shit would never fly if we were in Japan. Look at this dirty ass car right here. Okay, I'm just being honest. You gotta call a spade a spade. Look at how dirty this is. You know? Just work vehicles doing their thing, but big differences. And my clothing from sitting in the taxi cab, my clothing reeks of cigarettes, secondhand smoking. Thank you, Vio. Oh my God. Oh my God, Vio, is that a profile photo? Oh my God, thank you, Vio, for the daily heart. Thank you, Lords and Jerry. Man, let me tell you, everything in Japan looked immaculate. Okay, I'm in Shanghai, man. I'm in Shanghai, I'm chilling in Shanghai. Please follow the channel and share this live stream, ladies and gentlemen. We gonna keep it moving. Mac boy. Man, Mac, I appreciate you. Mac, thank you, man. Mac is from North Carolina, by the way. Hey, Mac is from Rainey's team. He runs a freaking nuclear plant, by the way. That's kind of insane, though. He runs a nuclear plant. Thank you, Veal. Thank you, Steph, with the donuts. Tap, tap, tap. It's hard to make money these days in China. Well, I'll tell you that, man. You see this dude over here trying to hustle for a fare? You see that? You see this other dude over here trying to hustle for a fare? A lot of these taxi drivers, man, they trying to hustle for a fare. Hard. I mean, it's hard to make a living out here in this country right now, man. A lot of broke people in China right now, man. Trade war is not helping. You know, it's they playing tough with us. You know, they raise the tariffs on us too when we raise it on them. But there's a lot of factories that are laying off workers, and you know, people's income have been cut. It's from everything that I see here on the ground. It's kind of honestly hard times out here. A lot of middle class folks. China has a very strong middle class, man. They got like 500 million people that fit what we call what they call a middle class, which in China would be like if in America, if you make $1,500 a month in America, your ass is on the if you make $1,000 a month in America, you on the poverty line, yo. It's unlivable. You can't live on $1,000 a month. But in China, you'd be considered middle class if you were living on $1,000 a month. Okay, tap. This is Pop Mart. Okay, now they said I couldn't stream. Well, guess what, man? They can't stop me from looking outside the window. And don't worry, there's gonna be a big Labubu store out here in what's it called? Out in Xi'an as well. Tap, everybody. Let's keep it moving. This is again. I mean, look, 1A or 1B. Okay, 1A or 1B. Beijing or Shanghai. Ask yourself, what's the largest city in China? It's either Beijing or Shanghai. What do you guys think is the most powerful city in China? I can't go in, it's closed. What do you guys think is the most powerful city in Shanghai? In China, Beijing or Shanghai? I'm trying to see if the answers. Man, Oliver, hell no, it's not no Shandong, hell no. The most powerful city in China is Beijing by far. By far, man. Shanghai might have money. They might have all the nice merchandise and all the nice tourists and stuff. Beijing is a lot of tourists too. The emperor lives in Beijing. That should tell you everything you need to know. President Xi lives in Beijing. It is the center of all power. Beijing is the most powerful place in all of China. Everything goes through Beijing. Everything Beijing says goes. Okay, that is the most powerful city. When I'm in Beijing, how many of you guys have been watching me long enough to remember when I was streaming from Beijing? How many of you guys remember? Yes, Chongqing is the most populated. That's true. How many of you guys remember when I was streaming in Beijing and I was feeling a little bit self-conscious when I went into a very nice mall called SKP? Any of you guys remember that? I was feeling very self-conscious. Man, Beijing is a place that makes me feel small. And I'm a very confident guy. What's up, Goody? Thank you, Char. I'm a very confident guy, man. I got a lot of swag. But when I'm in Beijing, man, that city makes me feel some type of way. That city makes me feel small. Big time city. I couldn't live there though. Horrible air quality. Terrible air quality. Sandstorms in the winter coming from Mongolia. Hot as hell in the summer. Cold as hell in the winter. I don't even know why the Qing dynasty picked Beijing to be its capital, man. Shit, I would have picked somewhere nice, man. Like I would have put my capital right in Sanya where all the beaches are. You know, the nice beaches, that's where I would have put it. Apple, of course, takes prominent spot out here on Nanjing Road. This is a huge Apple store, okay? There's multiple Apple stores. There's probably 5 or 6 different Apple stores out in Shanghai, okay? But this one is the one on Nanjing Road, and this is the competitive element to it. By the way, you guys see how fast I'm talking? Thank you, HB. Look, listen to me. Do you guys hear how fast I'm talking, ladies and gentlemen? Can you hear how fast I'm talking? That's because I got a lot to say when I'm back in China. I'm feeling the groove. I'm feeling it, man. China makes you feel alive. Let me tell you guys, it's a little gamesmanship over here. Apple opened up their store right here. I'm not nervous at all. Huawei is over there. Huawei is Apple's biggest competitor out here in China. They decided to open a store right over there. Joy, I didn't drink any. Zero. Joy, I didn't drink any. Zero. Look at this. I mean, listen, for all the crap that they want us to think about how China and America are getting along, they have a freaking MLB store over here. Shohei Ohtani is from Japan. I didn't even see an MLB store in Japan. In Tokyo, in Kyoto. What's going on over here, man? This woman over here just trying to grab this foreigner. You see this foreign dude? He looking all lost and shit. Okay? What's going on? Oh, man, I thought she was trying to get a little business. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Tap, tap, tap. Thank you, Joni. I appreciate it. Get your donuts in, everybody. You got H&M, you got MLB, you got Muji, you got Levi's over there. Okay, you got Levi's. Look at that. Tap, tap, tap. A lot of American brands everywhere. Okay, so thank you, Brayon. So this is why I'm telling you guys, man, this is a city of what I call a paradox. Meaning, on the surface, this country and our country, America, are at odds with each other, bumping heads everywhere. But the people here, man, they like American things, man. Like, American things are very respected out here. Thank you, Al. People like American-made things. They like American brands. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people respect America out here, man. And this is why I tell people, man, don't be fooled by what you see in the media. You know, because the media is what make it seem like these two countries hate each other. And they're trying to plant a lot of hate in our minds about people that we've never met out here in this country. This is why I started doing my streams, kind of show you guys what it looks like, you know, so you could get more familiar with this country. So a lot of times, man, animosity is bred by ignorance and not understanding. You know what I'm saying? The more you see, the more you just realize, man, they're just like us. Does that make sense? Follow the channel, share this live stream. Look at Coca-Cola. You ain't even got to speak no English, man. You can see Coca-Cola. Look at our Coca-Cola brand over here. Look at that. 手牵手，整条街都是好朋友. That's what it says right here. It says, hand in hand, everybody is friends on this street. Look at that. Do they like American diversity? I don't know. But what I do know is these two people look happy as hell. I need some of what they're drinking because they look happy as hell, y'all. Because every time I drink Coca-Cola, I just feel guilty. Because I feel like I just drank some bullshit. But look at how happy they are, though. They happy, though. Look at them. Tap, tap, tap. Chuck, I appreciate it. Chuck is on the mend. We keep it moving. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. This is Apple's biggest threat out here in China. Huawei. Okay, this brand right here, for those of you that just never heard of it, the first company to be sanctioned by the Trump administration in 2000 in his first term. Huawei. The poster child of American sanctions against the Chinese company is Huawei. We keep it moving, everybody. Follow the channel and share this. Nah, James, Samsung is doing horrible in this country. They're doing terrible. Samsung honestly about to go out of business in China, man. They about to get run out of town because Chinese phones are so good nowadays. A lot of Chinese people are using their own domestic brands. But you know what's a brand that sells really well? Apple. Apple actually sells pretty well here, but Apple is more of a premium brand. They probably have like 10 to 15% of the market share. Because you gotta remember, man, a lot of Chinese people make $1,500 a month, $1,200 a month. They make like $15,000 a year. In America, that's considered the poverty line. Okay, you're not spending so much money on an iPhone, on a brand new iPhone 16, if you make $1,000 a month. That's your entire month's salary. So not everybody buys iPhones out here, man. A lot of people buy, you know, locally made alternatives. Okay, keep it moving. Follow the channel. Share it. You guys remember seeing this? Thank you, Chuck, for the roses. You guys remember seeing this in Japan? Well, they have it in China as well. Yeah, the doctor. Yeah, it did. It's good. Tembre, it made it back okay. Let's keep it moving, team. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, we're halfway to our goal. Y'all, we're trying to get to 500 donuts, team. We halfway to our goal, team. We halfway to our goal, team. Let's get some donuts in. We keep it moving. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah, we got some brands here. I don't even know what the hell this is. Brave with the donuts. What is this? Stacy with the donut. Chuck with the popular. What is that? Joni with the donuts. Look at that. I don't even know what this is. Tamashi Nation store. I don't even know what that is. What is this? Anybody know what this is? What is this? What is that? What is this? What they be selling in here? I didn't even see this store last May. What is this? DJ with the donuts. What is that? Oh, you're right. It is an action figure store. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Mark Goldstein. G3 Ray. Let's go. We'll keep it more. A lot of Americans also don't realize how lucky we are to be Americans, because a lot of the things that we buy and we take for granted, like MacBook. Try to go buy a MacBook in England and see how much it costs you. 40% more expensive than America. Try to go buy a MacBook Pro in Australia and see how much it costs. Way more expensive than America. As Americans, I'm telling y'all, we get to access pretty much everything from the world at a very competitive price. And we have access to just about everything in the world if you look hard enough. It's not tariffs. I don't know the reason why, but just significantly more expensive. All right, I'm gonna show you guys. We're very lucky. We're very lucky to be Americans. I'm telling you. Tap. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. Let me hold on one second, team. Hold on one second. Let me navigate a little bit. I think I figured out why we were lagging a little bit earlier, by the way. I think I might have solved the problem. We're gonna walk over to the Peninsula Hotel. How many of you guys are thinking about visiting Shanghai? Any of you guys thinking about visiting Shanghai at all? Sam, I think the reason was, so I'm gonna explain to you guys why I think we were lagging, okay? I have 2 SIM cards, Sam. Thank you, Jeff. I have 2 SIM cards. I have a Google Fi SIM card and I have a Chinese SIM card. Okay? 2 SIM cards, a China Mobile and a Google Fi. Usually what I do is I use Google Fi, okay? But I only get 50 gigs of data overseas, okay? So I have to use my China Mobile sometimes. When I'm using my China Mobile, I don't turn off my Google Fi because I have dual SIM cards. In China, by the way, it's another fun fact. China doesn't use eSIMs. On their phones, at least. The iPads here are starting to use eSIMs, but Chinese phones do not use eSIMs. Do you know why? Do you know why they don't use eSIMs? Anybody know the answer? Why they don't use eSIMs? They only use physical SIM cards. So all the iPhones that are made here in China are actually different specs than the one in America. In America, everything is eSIM now. In China, they actually have physical SIM cards. Anybody know the answer? Oliver, if we added up all the shit that you don't know, you could fill this entire goddamn street, Oliver. Okay? If we added up all the shit that you don't know, Oliver, it could fill up the entire Alabama Stadium. Okay? Tap. The reason why they don't use eSIM is because in China, when you go buy a SIM card, when you go get on a cell phone plan, you have to use your ID. They want to make sure you're not scamming. They want to make sure you're not a scammer. Okay, so you gotta understand, man, everything is surveilled out here in China. Everything is under surveillance. Okay, it doesn't mean that somebody is reading through your text messages, but they want to make sure everything is accounted for. When you, like, for example, when you want to go and visit the Forbidden City, you need to use your ID to buy a ticket. They need to know when you bought it, so that in case something happens, they could track down who was there on what day. So they're gonna want to make sure all these SIM cards are accounted for, because there's a lot of scams that are using these SIM cards. They want to make sure everything. You can only buy a SIM card if you have a Chinese ID or you have a passport. You got to bring ID when you go in there and buy a SIM card. Thailand is actually the same way, by the way. Don't know if you guys knew that, but if you go to Thailand on vacation, it's actually the exact same way. You have to use your ID, your passport, in order to get a SIM card. By the way, somebody asked me a very crazy question today in one of my videos. Y'all, this shit made me feel kind of some type of way. They said, is your hair a fucking wig? Are you serious? Because in my last video about that parking lot, that was built up in the air. My hair was going kind of crazy. They thought I have a wig on. Are you freaking joking? You think this is a wig? You think this is a wig? Are you serious? Are you serious? You think I have a wig on? Okay, Lisa, you think I have a wig on? Are you joking? Look at this freaking hairline. Look at this hairline. You think I have a wig on? Are you kidding me? Tap, tap, tap. All natural, baby. This ain't no Barry Bonds. This is all natural. Let's keep it moving. By the way, look at how fast these motorcycles are going. You know why? Because they electric. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, they left a comment in my video. They said, is that a wig? Tap, tap, tap. Let's keep it moving. I have a lot of hair. I'm very healthy. Got a lot of strength. Believe me. Nah, Lisa, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. All right, we're gonna go to I want to show you guys some of the back streets around the Bund. Remember, this is the nicest. I mean, Shanghai's got a lot of nice areas. This is one of the nicer. I mean, there's really there really isn't any apartments out here to show you. But give you guys again, for those of you that are new to the channel that haven't seen me stream from China before too much, okay? Let me explain to you guys. My parents live in North Carolina. Their house costs about $250 per square foot. So remember that number, $250 US per square. Jesus. $250. Let me. And before I talk about the $250, it's another reason why China is so safe, man. Cops are everywhere. Cops everywhere. I'm literally cops everywhere. And they got tools that you don't even know. They got tools that you don't even know about. Somebody tell me, what is this submarine thing sticking out of this vehicle right here? What is that? What is that black thing on top of this cop car? What is that? What is that, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, I have no idea what that is. There's cops everywhere. Looks like a camera, right? But I don't think it's a simple camera, though. I think it's lights. Some type of a scanner. I don't think it's a camera. I think it's some type of a scanner. Tap, tap, tap. Let's keep it moving. We're gonna walk through some of the back streets. All right, I want to take you guys to some of the back streets of Shanghai. But anyway, back to what I was saying. A house in North Carolina, my parents' house, $250 a square foot. Let me know in the comments how much a square foot it is in your part of America, okay? But about $250 a month, a square foot in North Carolina. Okay, let me know in the comments how much a square foot to buy a house in your neck of the woods back home in America. But here in Shanghai, $1,500 a square foot. $1,500 a square foot. 5 times more expensive than my parents' house in North Carolina. $1,500 a square foot to buy an apartment here on average. $1,500. I know, Sam, it's popping. It's popping. 192 in Tiffany. Okay, well, $1,500 a month in Shanghai. And you know what the craziest thing about it is? Their average salary here is less than $1,500 a month. So I don't understand how they got like a quarter of the income. They got like a quarter of the income of nice haircut. Look at that. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. We back in China, y'all. We back in the cut. We back in the cut, team. We back in China. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Hit that follow button and share this live stream. Let's go. I told y'all, man. They cops everywhere. Okay, during the day when there's a lot of tourists here, cop would be standing right here. He'd be standing right here. Okay, and this is, I mean, you gotta understand, man, there's over 1 billion people living in this country, you know. There's a lot of, if you don't control the population in some way, shape, or form, it's gonna be a very messy society. I mean, you look at all the things that happen in the United States, man, back home in America. Look, did you guys hear the news that just came out last night about the 2 Jewish staffers in Washington, D.C. that were attending an event at a museum? Did you guys hear that story? Did you guys hear that story, everybody? Thank you, Colin Rollins. Let's talk about something serious for a second. Did you guys hear about that story about those 2 young Jewish employees of the embassy over in Washington, D.C.? You guys heard that story? Look, I have plenty of thoughts when it comes to, you know, what's going on in Palestine. I don't want to share those thoughts here on live stream because there's no reason to bring the politics into it. But no matter how you feel about that situation, man, there's no reason what happened last night should have happened. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 young people that's about to begin their life. I think they're about to get married. Just totally senseless. And this is why, like, I bring this back, man. This is also why when you're living in China, you have a society here that really doesn't allow weapons. There's 0 personal ownership of pew-pews in this country. 0. Z-E-R-O. 0. Okay? Just doesn't exist in the population. And it really is 0. The penalty for it, I mean, you get 20 years. If you're caught with one, 20 years. You get 20 years. 15, 20 years. That's the penalty. So it's a totally different society out here where, you know, you got 1.4 billion people. They have to make sure there's a camera at every intersection, right? The potential for crime is so high when there's so many people that they have to make sure everything is, you know what I'm saying? They have to, look at how many, just look at this. I mean, guys, look at this one corner over here, how many cameras there are, right? You didn't really see this anywhere in Japan. Right? I count 4 cameras, 1, 2, 3, 4. And frankly, this is honestly a reason why I like living in China. I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. I don't know if any of you guys remember this on the news, but about 2 years ago, this was in North Carolina. There was a vandalism. There was an act of vandalism in North Carolina, right around where my family lives, where someone sprayed a bunch of you-know-what towards a electric, it was like a, what do you call those things that send out electricity? You know, those stations, a little electric substation. Basically, this was someone who wanted to do vandalism, and they destroyed a electric substation using a weapon, and my parents didn't have electricity for 2 days. And this wasn't because of a natural disaster. This wasn't a tornado. It wasn't a typhoon. This was a totally man-made act of disaster. A transformer, right? Transformer, exactly. Oh, shit, man, we use transformers to describe somebody else around here, but we'll take that word. We'll take that word. All right, if Oliver's watching, he knows what I'm talking about. We use transformers to describe something else, but okay, we take that word. We take that word. Okay, so somebody messed up a transformer, and my parents didn't have any... my parents didn't have electricity for 2 days. Okay, they didn't have electricity for 2 days. If there were cameras everywhere, they would have caught who did it. Okay, and they would have been a deterrent to do it again. But because they don't have cameras in America as much as we do in China, never caught the dude. I mean, assuming it was a man who did it, it could have been a woman who did it, never caught the person. That person was never caught. So, and my parents didn't have electricity for 2 days. I think it was like also in the winter time too. It was cold as hell. Thank you, Eliza. Tap, 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 everybody. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Oliver would have gotten a laugh out of that joke, by the way, if he was watching. But he's at the hospital right now. He's actually working. Okay? He's working, man. All those roses don't come free, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? He's got to pay for those roses. He's got to go and do his job. He's got to pay for those roses. You know what I'm saying? If Oliver's working 60 hours a week on his job, come on, man. Come on, man. He's got to pay for them roses. This is the Chinese version of 7-Eleven, or at least one of them. Okay, you can notice it's not 24/7. Oh, maybe it is 24/7. I see somebody inside. Okay, not a lot of 7-Elevens in China. A lot of Chinese brands. Tap, tap, tap. Let's keep it moving. I'm in a good mood. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Joni. Follow the channel. Share this live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Get them donuts in, team. We're at 259 donuts. We're close. Not really, but we're close. Let's go. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. Thank you, Eliza. What the hell? What the hell? Tiffany, Eliza, Chuck. What the hell? Is that a hospital? I didn't even know this was possible. This is a hospital right in the middle of downtown. Man, maybe I didn't have allergies. Maybe I had COVID. I don't know. Elizabeth with the donuts. Let's get to 300 first, and eventually we can get to 500. Tap, 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 everybody. Thank you, Alec. Man, the air is not that clear, man. There's more pollution now that you're back in China. When I was in Japan, the quality of the air was pretty good, but unfortunately here in China, there is a little bit of pollution here in Shanghai. This is also another reason why I can't live in Shanghai. This is Family Mart, Chinese version of 7-Eleven. Let me tell you guys something. This is another reason why I cannot live in this city, Shanghai. Because the pollution here is pretty bad. Why? Because there's a lot of factories in Ningbo and in Zhejiang nearby. There's a lot of pollution here, a lot of smog. Whereas when I live in Shenzhen, man, the air quality is incredible. We have great air quality in Shenzhen. So actually, we gotta go this way. Tap, tap, tap. Man, you guys could just, maybe you guys could sense it in my voice. Man, I'm just very comfortable when I'm out here in China. This is my hood. You know, this is my neck of the woods. Okay, this is my hood, y'all. This is my hood. I run shit here. No, I don't run anything here. But I like to tell myself, I run shit here. I run shit here. Shit, this is my hood. What's up, man? Ni hao. Look at him. I run shit here. Tap, tap, tap. Follow the channel, share this live stream. Damn, I had to go say that to the dude that's my hood right here. Shit, I grew up in this country, man. I got a lot of very fond memories of living in China. You know what I'm saying? I call a spade, okay? Meaning China has its good and China has its bad. But China's got a lot more good than it does bad. Okay, honestly, some countries in this world, some places in this world, man, the bad outweigh the good. China's got some things I don't like. People do smoke everywhere. People do be spitting on the ground everywhere. Okay, but China's got a lot of good things going for it too. And I really enjoy living here, man. Like, ain't nobody paying me to say this. Okay, it's not like the Chinese government is paying me to say this. I really enjoy living out here. Straight up, I really enjoy living out here. Tap, tap, tap. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. We keep it moving. Ooh la la. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. See, look, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. I told you guys. You see this road right here? Named after a Chinese province, Sichuan province. That's where Chengdu is, where the giant pandas are. They got a lot of roads over here that are named after individual places in China. Let's go. Follow the channel and share this live stream. We in Shanghai, baby. We in Shanghai. By the way, I got a 30-minute car ride to get back to my hotel, y'all. So don't say we don't work hard, man. I work the hardest on this app, man. I be streaming till the wheels come off. Tap, tap, tap. Let's keep it moving. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Now, of course, you know we're back in China when you see the bikes, when you see the mopeds everywhere. Look at that. You gotta love it. Hold on. I'm trying to take you guys. Messed up on the directions. No, we can go here. Joni with the bouquet. Joni, thank you, Joni. You always be sending very pretty gifts, Joni. I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna take you guys to one of the top hotels in all of Shanghai, the Peninsula Hotel. Okay, in a very iconic building right in the middle of downtown, okay, right in the middle of the Bund. Okay, now what do you guys notice about all these buildings out here? Very old. Thank you, Kay. Look how this reminds me of downtown LA in some ways. Very old buildings. This kind of reminds me of Skid Row a little bit. You know, like this building right here looks like something I saw in Skid Row when I was in LA. Tap, tap, tap. Let's keep it moving. Tap, tap, tap. Doesn't this feel like a little bit like Chicago? Like south side of Chicago? Thank you, Joni. You know, look at these buildings. It doesn't even look like anybody lives up there. But this is like prime real estate. This is like the most prime real estate in all of Shanghai. Look at this. Look at that. Look like a little courthouse in America somewhere, yet we're in the middle of downtown Shanghai. This looks like a courthouse, doesn't it? This is China Construction Bank. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the pillars here. Like we're in Greece. We're in Athens somewhere. A lot of European vibes, absolutely. International city. Remember, Beijing is where the emperor used to live. That's the essence of Chinese history. Xi'an is where the emperor used to live. We're gonna be in Xi'an tomorrow night. Okay, tomorrow night we'll be in Xi'an. Okay, we'll be streaming from the streets of Xi'an every single morning. But Shanghai is all about European, American influence. Like, look at this building right here. This is a hospital, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually a hospital. This is an eye hospital for children. Kids Eye Hospital. And this looks like a building right out of Washington, D.C., don't it? We're in the middle of Shanghai. Look at this. I know it does. It looks like London. This looks like London or Washington, D.C. Doesn't it? Look at that. Has our signal been good, everybody? We've been having good signal, ladies and gentlemen. Has the signal been good? Yeah, I don't think it's closed for the moment. It'll open again in the morning. This is not a 24-hour hospital. All right, signal's been good? All right, cool. Let's keep it moving. How you guys feel about China? Oh, here, we go this way. How you guys feel about China? Huh? How you guys feel about China now that we're back? Are you guys excited? Okay, look, a lot of domestic Chinese cars you ain't gonna see in America. You ain't gonna get this in America. That's a NIO, N-I-O. It's a domestic Chinese car. You see that? It's a domestic Chinese car, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Alec, I'm back, dog. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to be back. I've been away for 3 months. But I'm only gonna stay here for 4 days. I gotta meet Will in Bangkok. Okay, thank you, Violet. Okay, tap, tap, tap. Hey, Lisa, you ain't never answered my question if you're still watching. Why are you up at 6 a.m. in the morning? What time do you go to sleep? That's crazy. Tap, 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 everybody. Follow the channel. Share this live stream, everybody. Yes, keep it moving with the donuts. You got my Cash App and my Venmo. It's right above my head. Okay, you also got the donuts. Damn, Lisa, you only need 4 hours. I take 4-hour naps sometimes. What the hell? Oh. Just passed by this car. Dude was sleeping. He was snoring. He was in the driver's seat and he was snoring. Thank you, Mama Jamie, with the donuts. Let's go. All right, I'm actually trying to show you guys the Peninsula Hotel, and I believe it's right here. Okay, and I have a little story, by the way, about the Peninsula Hotel. I actually stayed here one night. I stayed at the Peninsula Hotel for one night many years ago. This was in 2020, 5 years ago. Thank you, JP, for the daily heart. Let's go. Tap, tap, tap. And basically what happened was I was staying here with my boss. And this was 5 years ago. And I remember the hotel was like $300 a night. This is, again, during COVID. Okay, so I stayed in this hotel called the Peninsula, and this is the memory of working in corporate America, where I used to stay in very, very nice hotels. And I felt that way again after Dr. Andrew got us these nice hotels in Japan. But this place brings back a lot of memories, y'all. This is the Peninsula Hotel. This is one of the nicest hotels in all of China, in all of Shanghai. You can go ahead and Google this right now. The Peninsula Shanghai. What's up, Dr. Andrew? You're supposed to be working. You're supposed to be saving lives. One of the nicest hotels. I don't even want to go into the lobby because I'm dressed kind of shabby. Okay, this is it right here. The Peninsula Shanghai. You are working? Look at that. I hope you're not working on the patient. The Peninsula Shanghai, and this is building right here. A beautiful, iconic building right in the middle of downtown. Please follow the channel, everybody, and share this live stream, y'all. Hit that share button. Oh, they good, they chilling. They chilling, they relaxing. Thank you, Joni. A lot of very wealthy people stay here. See you later, JP. Thank you, Joni with the rose is $480 a night. Charles just posted it. $480 a night. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know if they have any Rolls Royces outside right now. I'll get you a view very close to it, though. Get your daily heart me in, everybody. Get your daily heart me in. Get your daily heart me in, everybody. It is only 1 penny. Get your daily heart me in. $480 a night, honestly, for a Peninsula hotel is actually not that bad. Thank you, Kurt. It's a lot worse, man, if you, oh, shit, this hotel's... Oh, the lobby is under renovation. Thank you, Larry W. Wait, what's going on? This is the lobby. Why is it sealed off like this? Wait. Hold on. Tap. I don't know why it's sealed off like this. Thank you, Eddie. We'll keep it moving. This is the Peninsula Hotel right here. I stayed here one night, man. One night. I remember this very vividly. In the summer of 2020, I stayed in one of these rooms. Brings back a lot of memories, man, when I used to work for corporate. Let's keep it moving. All right, everybody, let's keep the comments flowing and share this live stream. We're going to keep walking a little bit more. I'm just walking around aimlessly in the nicest part of Girl Eagle. Yeah, I actually did have breakfast. Yeah, it did. I actually remember that breakfast. I remember that breakfast, actually. Thank you, Joni. Look at that. You know you at the Peninsula. Well, the LM350 is staring at you right in the face. Thank you, Joni. Luna, let me tell you something, Luna. I don't really miss it because I have been doing this thing that I really enjoy doing out here in TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something I really enjoy doing on TikTok. Corporate America was very comfortable, meaning I was able to get a paycheck every single month without worrying. I made a very nice salary working from corporate America, but I felt like my life really I wasn't living the life that I wanted to live. You know, so even though my life isn't as physically comfortable as when I was in corporate America and staying at all these nice hotels and, you know, doing all the, I was eating a lot of fancy dinners in corporate America because we used to have a lot of clients. Okay, I don't eat too shabby nowadays either, but I like my life better now. Where, you know what, sometimes when you're staying at a $25 a night hotel, it actually feels a little bit, I don't know how to say it in English, man, but in Chinese, I call it 踏实, you know. Oh, by the way, it's thundering in the distance. There's lightning in the distance. Do you guys see that? There's lightning in the distance. Does that make sense, everyone? Like, life is not as luxury like this right here, man. I'll tell you guys, man, this shit is intoxicating when this is all you're exposed to all the time, you know. You look at this Chanel store right here in the peninsula. I'm just telling you, man, I like my life the way it is now. So we'll keep it moving. We'll keep it at that. It sure is nice to look at, though. It's very nice and very intoxicating to look at. Girl, you go. I appreciate you. Thank you, Emily Wood, with the donuts. Let's go, Emily. Not beautiful. Let's keep it moving. All right. So, as we're walking around in downtown Shanghai, you have to remember, look at how beautiful the peninsula looks. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how pretty that is. Fun fact, there was a point in time when the Peninsula Hotel was the only hotel chain in the entire world to have a Forbes 5 diamonds for every single one of its hotels. So every one of its locations in the world was a Forbes 5 diamonds. I believe one of them, I think either the one in Bangkok or the one in Shanghai, I can't remember which one lost its 5 diamond status. But there was a point in time when every single Peninsula hotel in the world had a Forbes 5 diamond rating. Okay, yeah, it's very beautiful, right? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? For $480 a night, I don't think it's that bad. Okay, to be in the middle of downtown Shanghai, I don't think it's that bad. Look at that. There's a lot of nice stores here. Look at that. A lot of very, very beautiful stores. Look at that. Okay, please keep the comments flowing, everyone. Keep the comments flowing. Keep the comments flowing. And share this live stream. See, look, what's the difference between these shoes and the Skechers that I wear? I don't feel like there's any difference. Thank you, Samantha, for the roses. Keep it humble. Keep it moving. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, the streets of Shanghai is pretty chill at night. Even here on the Bund, pretty chill at night. All right, you see these things right here again. So you gotta love this about China. They have these police vehicles everywhere downtown. Okay, cameras everywhere, sensors everywhere. The curtains are drawn so you can't see the people inside. But that's how you keep a city of 25, 30 million people safe. You know, thank you, Kelly, because again, when you have over 1 billion people living in this country, Kelly, thank you very much. Thank you for the donuts. Stability and peace is one of the most important things to the local government here, man. They want to make sure that the society here stays in order. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, they want to make sure nothing is going crazy. Tap, tap, tap. You know what? I shouldn't even be crossing here, but you know what? It's so late at night, I'm going to cross anyway. It's past midnight already. Am I tired? Yes, I am, but I want to keep streaming a little bit more. Follow the channel and share this live stream, everybody. Keep the comments flowing. We're walking around in the streets of Shanghai. Keep the comments flowing, everybody. Keep the comments flowing. Keep the comments flowing. We're walking around in downtown Shanghai late at night. Even if you just say FYP, please keep the comments flowing. Keep the comments flowing. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Maggie? So now we're gonna enter some of the more residential areas. There's actually residences here. You're starting to leave the Bund and you're starting to enter. After this bridge, I actually recall there being some residential buildings here. I mean, this is, again, prime real estate. Some of the nicest real estate you'll find in the entire city. Beautiful. Let's keep moving. I move around, don't I? This morning, last night, I was in Okinawa. See, look, hold on, everybody, look at what a great job this guy has. Getting paid all this money to be a security guard. My man over here sleeping. Look at him. My man getting paid to sleep. Look at it. Bad job, right? They got security guards everywhere in this city. Okay, look at that. See the Eastern. Hey, let me turn off dual cam. Isn't that good? Isn't that beautiful? Look at the dual cam over there. Look at that. That is shrouded in the clouds. Isn't that beautiful? No, it's cloudy. It's raining. It's cloud. That's actually not hazy. It's cloudy. It's beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. No, it's fog. By the way, you hear all this all these Russians going right next to me. A lot of Russians in China now. Lots and lots of Russians. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Everybody, we're 190 donuts away from our goal, team. You know what's incredible is how you could just tell. Even, you know what, let me keep that to myself. Let's keep it moving. Tap. What's the time? It's almost 1 a.m. You talk about dedication to the game. It's almost 1 a.m. I'm streaming. It's 1 a.m. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's freaking beautiful. Look at that. It's a little bit dark, but it's absolutely beautiful. I want to show you guys some residential buildings, but again, all the freaking buildings here in this street is all iconic. I mean, these are some of the most iconic buildings anywhere in Shanghai. Beautiful Western European architecture from a time when China was very weak. You know, well over 100 years ago when it was colonized. Shanghai was actually colonized. You know, parts of Shanghai were off limits even to Chinese people themselves. There used to be parks here in Shanghai that Chinese people themselves couldn't even enter. Only reserved for the Europeans and the Americans. So there's a lot of history in this city. There's really a lot of history in this city in Shanghai, and not all of it is pretty. Okay, but look at we got a lot of pretty buildings though. Look at that. Tap, everybody. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Again, you know you're back in China. You know why? A lot of electric vehicles. Okay, you see? No noise coming from this vehicle whatsoever. It just moves. It just electric. They're all electric. Elizabeth with the donuts. Thank you, Elizabeth with the donuts. So what do you guys think of Shanghai? We're only gonna be here for one night, and then we're gonna go stream from Xi'an. So what do you guys think of Shanghai, y'all? What do you guys think? You like it? You don't like it? What do you guys think? Tap. It's nice, right? Beautiful city. Also a lot of emotions to be back here in Shanghai. Thank you, Melly, for the donuts. Also a lot of emotions to be back here because last year when we were here, I'll tell you this. When we were here in Shanghai last year, the channel was still just getting started. We started in late February. We came to Shanghai in late May. This is when the channel was just born. Thank you, Joni. This is when I was still with my old assistant. Thank you, Joni, with the donuts. We are on our way to 500 donuts, team. We trying to get to 500 donuts. We're almost there. You know, if you guys remember a lot of the drama, a lot of the unnecessary drama that we had to deal with as a channel, just a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. A year later, we're still here. It has actually been a year, man. We were here in May of last year. It's late May of this year. We were here a year ago. Time flies when you're streaming every single day. Time flies. Time freaking flies. I know, Alec, we've come a long way. I gotta plug in my phone. It's running out of battery. Top. Everybody keep the comments flowing. Why are the lights so long here? Keep the comments flowing, team. Keep the comments flowing. Tap. Keep the comments flowing, team. Yes, help hit our donut goal. Yo, I'm just gonna jaywalk. Until I saw this car speeding. And this taxi's speeding even faster. And then I decided I'm not gonna jaywalk. Oh, and then I saw these cops. I just jaywalked in front of the cops. Look at that. Let's keep it moving. Hey, this is how you know they be making up bullshit about this country, man. That's why I want to clarify with you guys. Have you guys ever seen what's this buffoon's name? What's this idiot's name? What's his name? Jordan Peterson. You guys know this buffoon, Jordan Peterson? Thank you, Janelle. This is how the Western media sometimes gives us false information perpetrated by people that sounds like they're very smart. Jordan Peterson did an interview where he said, if you're in China and you jaywalk, the camera is gonna catch you and send a bill to you and hurt your social credit score. That's what he said. He went on national TV, he went on a little interview on TikTok, on YouTube, whatever, and he said, if you jaywalk in China, they gonna use the camera, they gonna send you a ticket, and they gonna hurt your social credit score. Well, guess what? I'm jaywalking right now. I'm gonna jaywalk right now. Thank you, Maggie. I'm a jaywalk right now. Thank you, Maggie. And guess what? Ain't nothing gonna happen. This is why they be making shit up. They be making stuff up in... See, you know why they make stuff up like that? And as I got older, I started to think about why do they do that? It's because they want to make you feel like the people here live in a total different world than you. If they could make you feel different from the people that live here in this country, that's how they could sow discord and animosity amongst the different groups of people. If you feel similar to them, and you feel affinity if you feel similar, then you won't feel animosity. If you feel, oh my God, social credit score, oh my God, differences, then you're not gonna like them because they're gonna seem like their life is so different from yours. Does that make sense? Tap, everybody. It's actually one of the reasons why I started my channel, by the way. I wanted to show you guys what the streets was really like. Now, the channel has moved past that because we've been doing it for a year and we reached out to so many people. Millions and millions of people have seen our live streams. I don't necessarily feel the need to do that anymore. But eventually, but you know, every now and then we do hit the streets and we go back to what we used to do, which is we hit the streets and we show you guys what it's like. Oh, shit. I probably shouldn't be pointing my phone at this freaking building over here, man. We got two dudes standing over here, y'all. Look at this shit. Y'all, look at this shit right here, man. What building is this? This is the embassy. Oh, this is the French embassy. Oh, y'all, that's the French flag. Oh, this is the French embassy. Look at that. Oh, I think this is like the French embassy or something. They got two dudes standing over here. Dude number one, dude number two. Standing there all night. Look at that. Tap, everybody. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. Oh, they got cops over here too. Oh, lots of cops. Look at that. I'm not sure if that's the French flag, man. I'm not really sure, but it's a European country. Tap. They don't care about me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm gonna keep it moving. Follow the channel, share this live stream, everybody. Hit that follow button, share this live stream, everybody. Hit that share button, y'all. Follow the channel, y'all. We're gonna keep it moving. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Thank you, Johanna. As soon as I was screaming, follow the channel and share live stream, them two cops started staring at me. They started staring at me, y'all. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap, tap. 你打劫你妈. Let's cool. Let's keep it moving, team. Follow the channel and share this live stream. I'm in some type of mood tonight. I don't know why, but actually I'm in a very, very good mood. What the hell? What the hell is she looking at? What the hell? Boom. Another very nice hotel. Dude, I'm telling you guys, something is going on around here tonight. Something is going on around here tonight, man. There's a lot of cops around here. I feel like something is going on, man. There must be someone very important. I have a feeling that someone very important is staying at the Peninsula Hotel or staying here in the vicinity, like a foreign dignitary or something. Because I feel like there's a lot of cops around here late at night. There's really nobody here. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Follow the channel and share this live stream, everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Alec, just a troll. Just a troll. Got rid of him. But real talk though, I do need to go back to my room and get some rest. I just want to show you guys. It's one night only type of thing. You know, we're gonna stay here for one night, and I felt like it would have been. Alec, you could read Chinese. I would have felt bad if I didn't show you guys what Shanghai looked like. Again, I'm only here because my plane was delayed by about an hour and 45 minutes, and I would have gotten in at around 1 a.m. in the morning in Xi'an, like 12:30 at night. So I didn't want to wake up my parents. And I decided, you know what? Why don't I just stay in Shanghai for one night, do a little bit of streaming from the streets of Shanghai, and then I'll go to Xi'an tomorrow. So we'll keep it moving. Tap, tap, tap. You know, I'll tell you what though, the one thing about being here in downtown, I feel like it's got, thank you, Joni. I feel like it's got a lot of the same. You know, Lisa, we'll be back here. Let me tell you something, Lisa. Wait till we're in Xi'an tomorrow night, aka Friday morning. Okay? Because Xi'an is a city that isn't like Shanghai at all. Xi'an is an ancient city. It was the ancient capital of China 1,200 years ago. A lot of old temples, a lot of old streets. Xi'an is a beautiful city, a totally different vibe. You know, Shanghai, if you look, I've always had this, you know, you guys know I live in southern China. I live in Shenzhen. Shenzhen is like the San Francisco of China. Shanghai is like the New York City of China. It's a very cosmopolitan, it's a very beautiful international city. But unlike New York has an amazing and vibrant nightlife, I feel like Shanghai doesn't have that much of a nightlife. It's got some nice clubs, it's got some nice bars. But if this was in Shenzhen at this time, 1:03 a.m. in the morning, streets would still be popping in many, many different parts of Shenzhen. Here in central China, not in the deep south, people, for some reason, when they go to sleep early, there's really not that much going on in the streets, especially downtown. So again, this is why I'll tell you guys, it's not a stretch for me to say that this reminds me a little bit of American inner cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles. I feel like there are some similarities. If you walk through Los Angeles, let alone not 1:30 in the morning, not 1:03 in the morning, 10:03 at night, p.m., it would look just like this in LA. Very, very few people, very few cars. And here in Shanghai, it's exactly the same way. In Shenzhen, if this is in Shenzhen at 1:03 in the morning, there's a lot of neighborhoods that are popping right now. There'll be vendors in the streets barbecuing their food, vendors asking you want some, you want some, you want some. You know what I'm saying? There'll be, you want a massage? You want a massage? Would you like a massage tonight? You know, it'd be a lot of people here. There'll be a lot of people here, but here in Shanghai, not so much. Tap, 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 everybody. I'm gonna do like 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Hit that share button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that share button, and let's keep it moving. You want a massage? You want a massage? You want a massage? Tap, tap, tap. You know what? I think I figured out, man, why the signal wasn't good. I think I might have solved it. Yeah, I think I might have solved it. Why the signal wasn't very good. Real talk. Is it true that would it be a stretch to say that the signal has been pretty good for the last hour? Been pretty good, right? I think I figured out why. Flawless, right? Thank you, Joni. Everybody, let's try to hit our donut goal. We're 150 donuts away from our goal. I'm gonna try to call. Oh shit! Oh man, broke my phone. Oh my God, it's gonna mess up my phone. Damn. There we go. Let's go. All right, let me go call a little cab. I'm gonna call a little cab. I'm gonna call a little cab back to my hotel. I'm gonna show you guys, for those of you that are, again, new, it's good to be back in China. Let me, so I'm actually not gonna call a cab. I'm gonna call a carpool. Yeah, let me try to get a little carpool. I got like 30 minutes to go to get to my yeah, let me see if I can get a carpool. I'll show you guys the difference between taking a carpool versus taking a DD versus taking a cab. To get back to my hotel on a carpool, it costs $8. $8 US. And if I were to take DD, oh, somebody picked up already. And I just paid for it. You'll be here in 11 minutes. So we'll hang out for 11 minutes. Yeah, I got a little carpool over here. And if I was to take a DD, which is the Chinese version of Uber, it would cost damn, more than double. It would cost like it would cost like $18 if it was a DD. But I'm using carpool. So hopefully this guy will come and pick me up, man. He's about 12 minutes away from me. So we get to hang out for 12 more minutes. Okay, nah, no Uber. Carpool it is. Hey, y'all, listen. For those of you guys that are, let me turn off this dual cam. Okay, for those of you guys that are, again, wondering why is this guy not in Xi'an right now, the reason is very simple. Okay, thank you, Maggie. Cab will be even more expensive. The reason is very simple. Let me make sure he's actually coming to get me. The reason is very simple. My flight was delayed. As a matter of fact, let me check if my flight actually took off. See, I could check right now to see if my flight took off. Okay, so check this out. See, I told, look, how smart am I? Listen to me, everybody. How smart am I? How smart am I? So, look at this. Let me show you guys this. I think I made the right decision. Look at this. Check this out. This is my original flight today. Y'all see that? This was my original flight to go from Shanghai to Xi'an. Imagine if I took this freaking flight. I would have arrived at 12:50 a.m. in the morning. Essentially, I would have just arrived 20 minutes ago. Okay, which means I would get to the hotel at like 2 a.m. in the freaking morning. Okay, imagine how tired I would be. Late by more than 2 hours. You see that? Late by freaking more than 2 hours. Look at it. I dodged a bullet today, y'all. See, I made an executive decision. I made a little executive decision when I was at the airport. I said, man, they not gonna take off at 9:30. They not gonna take off at 7:30. They not gonna take off at 9:30. They gonna be late. And you know what? I was right. The freaking plane was 2.5 hours late. And I would have just arrived in Shanghai, in Xi'an 20 minutes ago. And the airport is like an hour away from downtown. It's very far. Is this guy coming to get me? Where? 哎，你快点来吧，你快点来吧，你快点来，我已经在定位了。对，快点来，快点来，好，谢谢。好。I told him to hurry his ass up. Stop calling me and hurry your ass up and get here. Tap, tap, tap. He needs to come and get me right now. He has not moved 1 inch in the last 5 minutes as we were talking. He hasn't moved 1 inch. He's still at the same spot. He is still at the exact same spot. What the hell? This dude hasn't moved 1 inch. Told him to keep it moving. No, he was not eating. He was sleeping. That's what he was doing. He was sleeping. I'm gonna go to sleep pretty late tonight, but hopefully hopefully tonight, aka my tomorrow morning, we'll be up early again. Doing what I do is a job. You know, it's a grind. You know, day after day, it's a grind, y'all. It's a grind. Tap, tap, tap. Nah, Shalana, I don't think so. He's gonna be here. He's just taking his time. He'll be here. It's fine. Yeah, he's moving. He's moving now. He's moving now. Look, he's moving now. Look, you see him. He's moving now. Look at him. At the speed of a snail, but he's moving now. Him. Nah, I skipped dinner, but I had some dumplings just now. Okay. All right. Look, everybody. Once again, I almost was going to go to Xi'an tonight, but I kind of figured, man, why don't I just stay here for one night? I'm staying at a Marriott right next to the airport. I will be streaming again later tonight. Yeah, I did. I went for the cheaper option. Exactly. It's fine. That's fine. I will see you. He's moving. He's actually hauling ass. He's moving. No, he's moving. He's coming. Listen, y'all. I will be back tonight. I will be back tonight from Shanghai, and then hopefully on Friday morning, barring any more delays. Mystical 88, who gonna pay for it? You gonna pay for it? Stay for one more night. Who's gonna pay for the hotel? Who's gonna pay? Also, I can't change my flight again. Unless there's another delay, I can't change my flight again. I was able to change my flight for free today because there was a delay, but tomorrow I really have to take this flight. Hopefully there's no delay. I can get to Xi'an on time tomorrow. But like I said, man, you know, another reason why I wanted to come out is, see, Lee is not watching, neither is Mountain Mama. I don't know if Marlene is still watching or she's got it on the background. Another reason why I wanted to come out here today to the streets of Shanghai was you guys have treated, and Lisa as well, Jeff, you guys have treated the channel so well. You guys have treated me so well. I wanted to go on the streets for you guys and show you some of China. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is kind of the reason I decided to come out, was because the channel has been doing really well. You guys have shown me a lot of love. I said, you know what? I technically could have just laid in the room and just relaxed, but you know, I was like, yeah, I gotta come out here and show you guys some stuff. You know, I made a mistake. I was at the airport for probably a little bit longer than I should have been, wavering back and forth whether or not I should stay. Should I stay? Should I go? That wasted about 2 hours. So by the time I came out, it was already pretty late. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We saw a little bit of Shanghai, and I will be back. I will be back later tonight. And I think this VPN is actually working fine. We haven't been lagging at all. So I think the VPN is fine. We should be okay. Hi, did I release that lobster into the lake yesterday? Yes, I did. I released it into the lake that's called my stomach. Yes, I released that lobster into the lake that's called my stomach. Yes, I did. Thank you, Joni. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I released it like this. And it went all the way down, and it's gonna end up in the lake eventually via the toilet. Ladies and gentlemen, go get some lunch. Go have some rest, everybody. I'm gonna see you guys later tonight. I'm gonna see you guys later tonight, you troublemakers. I'm gonna see you guys later tonight. My carpool is gonna come and pick me up in 8 minutes. All right, I'm gonna enjoy I ain't gonna enjoy shit. I'm gonna go back to my room, brush my teeth, and go to sleep. Okay? Tap, tap, tap. Absolutely. Thank you, Jeff. I'm gonna be back later tonight from my room. All right, and we'll be in Xi'an, hopefully without any delays. We'll be streaming on Friday morning USA time from the city of Xi'an. Okay, love you guys. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys later tonight, everybody. All right, I'm gonna see you guys later tonight. Get some rest, okay? And also, don't work so hard. Don't work so hard, everybody. It's not worth it, okay? When you're at your job, you're getting paid. Just do what you need to do, okay? Living a good life, being happy, that's more important, okay? I'm gonna see you guys later on. I'm gonna see you guys later on what is today? Thursday night. See you guys on Thursday night, okay? Have a great day, everybody. I'm gonna see you guys on Thursday night. Tonight, I'm gonna see you guys tonight. Daniel's out of here. Have a great night. Have a great day. Have a great day, everybody. Sam, Steph, Jeff, Lisa. Built in a European plus Chinese style. So the old summer palace, even though it was a royal summer palace for the imperial family, thank you Hufflepuff, it was actually built in a European style. This is why you see this is a model of its most famous water fountain. And if you look at one of my old videos about these 12 zodiac heads, you will probably know the significance of this. You guys have seen that video. Thank you, BB. So this is built in a European style, and in the old summer palace, there were 12 of these zodiac heads. Take a look up close, okay? Now, it does look a little bit like the Trevi Fountain, except these 12 heads were all made by an European architect. At the beginning of every hour, water would sprout out of the mouth of each Chinese zodiac. So, for example, at 1 o'clock, the pig's mouth would pour out with water. 2 o'clock, zodiac. So, for example, at 1 o'clock, the pig's mouth would pour out with water. 2 o'clock, the chicken. 3 o'clock, the goat. 4 o'clock, the snake. And this is 2 o'clock, the chicken. 3 o'clock, the goat. 4 o'clock, the snake. And this entire thing is a water fountain. And then at 12 o'clock, all 12 would sprout out water at the same time. Does that make sense? So this is really, really cool because this is all made out of bronze. Okay, so you can see every single one of them. It's a Chinese zodiac. See that? And I was born in the year of the horse, so that's me. Thank you, G-Tac. Beautiful, man. Thank you, Joni and G-Tac. Now, here's the craziest part about it. When the British and the French soldiers came here in 1860 to rob and loot and burn down the place, French soldiers came here in 1860 to rob and loot and burn down the place, and loot and burn down the. Thank you, Penny and Pepper. We good? We good? Thank you, Herman and Shelby. I'm back, everybody. I'm back. We good? Thank you, She and Donna. What's up, everybody? We good? With some bad signal. We good? Thank you, Donna and Herman and Mark. We good? Good morning. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, Doritos. Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, RJW and Matilda. What's up, everybody? We back? We back? Thank you, RJW and Mrs. Stacks, She and Herman. What's up, everybody? We good? Thank you, Peony. Everybody, please share this live stream, y'all. Please share this live stream. We good? Charlie, Joni, Tar Heel, babe. I apologize, y'all. The signal is no good in that room that we were in. Thank you, Herman. Thank you very much. All right, I think we might have to keep it moving and go to the main part because all these museums are all indoors, and I think they interfere with the signal. So let's keep it moving. Is the signal better? Can y'all hear me? Signal a little bit better? Thank you, Doritos. Is it a little bit better? Yeah? All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let me finish with my story. Daniel, thank you for extending your sub. All right, let me finish with my story over here. Hopefully the algorithm will do its thing. So let me actually go. Where did I get cut off at? Where did I get cut off at? Y'all, what did you guys hear before we got cut off? Thank you, Royal and Jess. Thank you, Trina. The stealing and the looting. Okay. Let me go back there to the front so I can explain it to you guys, and then I'll walk around the side so I don't have to go in there again. Thank you, Trina. All right. So at the Old Summer Palace, the entire thing is significantly, Erica, thank you. The entire thing is significantly larger than the Forbidden City in Beijing. So you think about how big the official residence of the emperor was, right? Huge imperial palace called the Forbidden City. The Old Summer Palace was actually a lot larger. Thank you, Royal. It was almost think about it like this. It was almost like the royal retreat lake house of the emperor. So whenever the emperor wanted some time away from the Forbidden City, this place used to be his old summer palace where he could come here with his consorts, with his empress, and just relax. Thank you, Ling and Herman. This is also why the Old Summer Palace is built in a European style in certain parts, because it wasn't the official emperor's residence. So they could be a little bit more creative and imaginative with their designs. Now, in the entire Old Summer Palace, the whole thing has been burnt down, so you're not going to see the whole thing. We're going to see the entire compound, but what you're going to see are ruins because they were burnt to the ground by British and French soldiers in 1860, and everything inside was stolen and looted. Now, if you take a look at this, all these people where they're going in, I'm not going to go into this building because I think that's where we started lagging. If you look at these fountains that everybody is standing in front of, this is the most symbolic place of the entire Old Summer Palace. If you look at this place right here where they're standing, every 1 hour that goes by, water is going to sprout out of the mouth of these zodiacs, okay? And they're all gone. They're all missing since 1860. Now, some of them have been recovered. There's only one of them that's real, authentic, stored here in the Summer Palace, in the Old Summer Palace, and is in the year that I was born. The horse zodiac is the only thing that's real. Every other one that they have here on display are replicas. Okay, they're in a different Beijing museum. If you want to see what they look like, go check out an episode I made where I went to Dongguan in southern China when they were on a special exhibit, and I filmed them. Thank you, Lady Duff and Angie. So we're gonna walk around this building. Let me come in here and try one more time, see if we lag. Thank you, Pepper. Thank you very much, Pepper. And thank you, Shelby, for the first one. I'm going to go around and I'm going to try to show you some of these Zodiac heads, see if we're going to lose our signal. Thank you, Pepper and Shelby. And thank you, Amuj. And thank you, Shelby, for the first one. Let's keep it moving. Got a bad signal just now. Thank you, German girl. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you very much. Thank you, German girl. We're going to try to stay outside so our signal will stay good. But inside that hall right there is the only, so I'm gonna say it again, there's a security guard right there because what's inside this building is worth millions of dollars. So there is a security guard standing at the front. I'm not sure if he's gonna let me stream, so I might have to be quiet when I point my camera, okay? This pavilion here stores the only one of the 12 Zodiac heads that is authentic here on the grounds of the old Summer Palace. These ones that you're gonna see on the sides over here are all replicas. We're gonna come over here to the side. I'm gonna show you. By the way, this is not the, this is just the beginning of our live stream. The old Summer Palace is just getting started. The stream is just getting started. This is the museum, by the way. So this is just a museum. We're not even on the grounds of the old Summer Palace yet. I haven't even scanned my ticket. I've only scanned my ticket to come into the museum. So don't get it twisted. This is not even the old Summer Palace. This is just the museum. Kind of like an entrance greeting before you go into the old Summer Palace. So let's come up here, see if we're gonna lose our signal. Now, if you come here to the exit over here, thank you, Shelby and Danica. Let's see if we lose our signal. Okay, is this, y'all see these right here? I see this right here. Thank you, Shelby and Blue Jambi. How is our signal? Thank you, Blue Jambi. Is our signal okay? Do we have a decent signal? Thank you, Blue Jambi. We good? Thank you. We good? Okay. This is one of the 12 Zodiac heads. This is obviously the rat. Okay, this is the head of the rat. And if you look inside its mouth is where the water is going to sprout out. Okay, so this right here is actually, once again, a replica. The real thing is not here. Hence, thank you, Kenneth. Thank you, Sumaya. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kenneth. I've been streaming for 7 months, Kenneth. I've never seen that before. Thank you very much, Kenneth. Thank you. So thank you, Kenneth. This is one of the 12 stolen Zodiac heads of the old Summer Palace. Now, if you come over here, this is the head of the rabbit. 12 stolen Zodiac heads of the old Summer Palace. Now, if you come over here, this is the head of the rabbit. You see that? This is another one. Now, these two are replicas. The only real one, these two are replicas. The only real one here is the one of the horse. The horse head is right in front of us, but remember, there's a security guard over here. So what the British and the French soldiers did in 1860 is they cut off the heads of all these 12 Zodiacs at the base of the neck, okay, and they took it with them. In the last 30, 40 years, the Chinese government has been trying to get these heads back from personal and private collections throughout the world. Some of them are still missing. I believe 4 to 5 of them are still missing. We don't know their whereabouts. But this has been recovered. This has also been recovered. Now, let's go take a look at the horse one real quick. But this has been recovered. This has also been recovered. Now, let's go take a look at the horse one real quick. Now, once again, there's a security here. Okay, so security standing right there. You see that? So let me be quiet. This is the only real one. So let me be quiet. Thank you, Liz Talk. This is the only one that's authentic here on display. You're looking at it. Thank you, Liz Talk. The horse Zodiac head of the old Summer Palace. Now, this was stolen in 1860. This is the gentleman that bought it back. So for those of you that have been to Macau in China, he is the owner and the founder. Holy cow. Thank you, Kenneth. I've never seen one before. Today I've seen two. Thank you so much, Kenneth. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Kenneth. Wow. Thank you, Kenneth. This is Stanley Ho. He is the founder of the Lisboa Hotel in Macau, formerly the gambling king of Macau. He passed away a couple years ago. He bought this back at auction and donated it to the Chinese people free of charge. So he paid, I believe he paid, I don't know how much he paid, but he must have paid over $1 million for this, and he donated it to the Chinese people free of charge. So this is what you see right here. This is one of the 12 zodiac heads stolen by the British and the French soldiers and returned free of charge to the Chinese people. Look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. This is the only time in my life I've ever seen a real thing. I've never seen this before in real life. I'm seeing this with you guys for the first time. Thank you, Mark and Karen. This is priceless, by the way. Thank you, MN, Duchess, and Karen. Thank you, Kat. Look at it from behind. Look at this. Thank you, Mark and Mr. Kingdom. Look at the details on this. Thank you, Terry, and thank you so much, Kenneth. Thank you so much, Kenneth, man. I appreciate. I'm at Shelby, Elizabeth, everybody, man. People tapping on the screen. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all, man. So let me come out here real quick. We're about to enter the old summer palace here in Beijing. Thank you, Nick and Terry. Now, you have to understand, we're about to enter the old summer palace here in Beijing. Thank you, Nick and Terry. Now, you have to understand, the old summer palace, it's a place of mourning. This is not a place where you leave smiling and happy. This is a tragic place. Thank you, Neats. Thank you, Kay. If you guys go and read an article, let's say on Wikipedia or on the British encyclopedia, you read about the old summer palace. This entire place used to be one of the most splendid places ever built by mankind. It took 4,000 British and French soldiers 3 whole days to loot, burn, and destroy this place. That's how big this place was. It took 4,000 soldiers 3 days. 3 days to burn this place down. They stole so many things from this entire palace. They now rest in 47 museums scattered throughout Europe and the United States. Now, thank you, Dylan and Wendy. Now, as an American, I have to make this clear for all the Americans who are watching this. America had nothing to do with the looting of the old summer palace. This was an act that was perpetrated by the French and the British, and the French and the British alone. No Japanese involvement, no Soviet Union involvement, no Russian involvement. It wasn't even the Soviet Union at the time. No other countries except the British or the French were involved. Thank you, Eileen, Marie, and Johnny. Now, you guys might say, why did the British and the French come and burn down the old summer palace? It wasn't for no reason. They didn't just feel like doing it one day. It was for a particular reason. It was during the Second Opium War. During the Second Opium War, and we are going to go back to that building. I want to show you guys a couple more zodiac heads. During the Second Opium War, the French and the British declared war on the Chinese Qing dynasty government because they wanted to continue to sell opium to China. Okay? They had gotten news that 19 British and French missionaries had been kidnapped by the Chinese government at the time, the Qing dynasty government, and that the hostages were not to be returned. Thank you, Greg and Royal. So in retaliation, they decided to burn down the summer palace where the emperor was going to take his vacations. So it was an act of retaliation. Okay, thank you, Libby. So we're going to come over here and take a look at 2 more of these heads. Remember, there were 12 zodiac animals here. Thank you, Greg and Mikey. Please remember, there were 12 of these zodiac heads here. Thank you, Teresa and Greg. I'm going to come over here. This is an 1860. Come over here. I hope our signal stays good. Take a look at this portrait right here. Thank you, Steph. This is going to show you how splendid and wonderful the old summer palace used to look. Imagine, thank you, Steph. This is going to show you how splendid and wonderful the old summer palace used to look. Imagine this entire thing was designed either by an Italian or a British man. I can't remember who it was. The thing was designed either by an Italian or a British man. I can't remember who it was, or French. But look at how splendid this used to look. So this is the fountain. This is majestic. Thank you, Tan Julie. Thank you so much, Tan Julie. And these are the 12 zodiacs. Now, here is the myth and the legend. The most important head, the dragon head, is missing. To this day, we don't know where. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Steph. How's the signal, everybody? Is the signal a little bit better? Thank you, Lucy. Is the signal a little bit better? We were lagging a little bit. Thank you, Frickled. Now here's the myth and the legend. Okay, thank you, Eileen Marie, for extending your sub. The dragon head is still missing. We don't know where it is. We don't know where the dragon head is to this day. The horse has been found. Okay? The monkey has been found. The pig has been found. The dragon, which is the most important animal to the Chinese people, the symbol of the Chinese people, the dragon head, still missing. Rumor and legend has it that a Taiwanese collector has it in their personal collection. This is just a rumor. It's a legend. It's not 100% sure. It's just an internet rumor that a Taiwanese Chinese collector, a very wealthy collector somewhere in Taiwan, China, has their hands on the dragon head. And it has never been seen since 1860. It has never surfaced for auction. It has never surfaced for sale. It has never been displayed at a museum. We don't know where it is. We don't know where it is. It has never been displayed at a museum. We don't know where it is. We don't know where it is. To this day, we don't know where it is. Okay? Now, if you look at these ones right here, these are also the ones that have been recovered, but these are replicas here. So this is the pig. Thank you, Warrior. This is the pig head over here. Okay? And that is the tiger. I think that's a tiger. Yeah, that's a tiger. That is the tiger. I think that's a tiger. Yeah, that's a tiger. That is the monkey. Tiger. That is the monkey. And thank you, Jennifer, as the monkey. And thank you, Jennifer. And this right here is I believe this one has also been recovered. Yes, this has also been recovered. So we're gonna keep walking. For all the folks that just came in, I'm gonna keep it moving. Keep it moving, everybody. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you very much. So once again, one last look at the horse head. We'll keep it moving. Thank you, I Serpentia. Take one last look at the horse head. Move. Thank you, Shelby and Robin. Bob and Shelby, thank you. Thank you so much. This is one more look at the horse head. Take a screenshot of this. Actually, I'm gonna zoom in real quick, man. Let me take a screenshot of this. You guys can take a screenshot of this. Zoom in real quick. Thank you, Robin, the silliest. Shelby. Look at that. Look at the incredible details on this. And look at the back of his head. Thank you, Robin. Yeah, it's my year of the horse. That's right. Thank you, Robin. Absolutely incredible. This is made out of bronze. So handmade purely out of bronze. Thank you, Josu. So handmade purely out of bronze. Thank you, Josu. This purely out of bronze. Thank you, Josu. Just purely out of bronze. Thank you, Josu. Just purely out of bronze. Thank you, Josu. I Serpentia. Thank y'all. We're back. We're back. We're back, everybody. All right, we're back. All right, we're good. We're good. We're back. We're back. Thank you, Moon Watcher. All right, we're back. Thank you, Moon Watcher. We're back, everybody. All right. We good. We good. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you, D. Frazier. Thank you, D. Frazier. What's that? Charlie. No way. Charlie. Man, Charlie Lambert. Man. Alright, we good now. Alright, we good now. Oh, Charlie L, man. Thank you for the Cash App, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, Charlie, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, Xiao Yap. Thank you, man. I don't know if Kenneth is still watching, man. We were lagging, but I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. Now we're officially gonna go enter the Old Summer Palace. All right, we're gonna officially enter the Old Summer Palace right now. All right, are we still lagging? It's a little bit better. Thank you, Brian. We're not lagging no more? Are we good? All right, time to enter the official Old Summer Palace, everybody. And once again, Charlie Lambert, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, sir. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. Man. The only way to go is just move. It's the only way to go is move. So let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. All right, I appreciate you, Charlie. All right, we're gonna head for the exit. It's gonna be indoors, but let's go and walk into the Old Summer Palace, y'all. Let's go into the... Yeah. All right, we're gonna head for the exit. It's gonna be indoors, but let's go and walk into the Old Summer Palace, y'all. Let's go into the Yuanmingyuan Old Summer Palace. Keep it moving. I gotta do my ticket check again, by the way.
Oh, 就是个冰箱贴，人数稍微拍一下。要一个吗？那个蛇的。
All right. Let's go into the Old Summer Palace. So that was the museum. The museum is super cheap. The museum is only $1.40. It's only 10 yuan. Only $1.40. Now we're gonna go into the Old Summer Palace, okay? Where they're gonna do a ticket check again. All right, everybody. I guess we're in. They didn't even check my ticket. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I guess we're in, everybody. I guess we're in. They didn't even check my ticket. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I guess we're in. We got a street ahead of us today. There's a lot of walking that we're gonna have to do. First of all, let me just keep my feet moving, okay? Before we do anything else, let's just keep moving. Let me check where my we have it. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, everybody. Oh my God. All right. This is, so for everybody who's watching, I apologize for the for the interruptions today, but we should be right now okay. We should be home free now when it comes to the signal, okay? We are going to be outside for the rest of the day. That was the museum back there. Thank you, Michelle. Let me take advantage of this good signal for a second and once again explain the significance of what we're looking at. The Old Summer Palace is a tremendous place. It is multiple times the size of the Forbidden City here in Beijing. It is absolutely huge. This entire place can best be summarized as a garden imperial retreat for the emperor. It was built, I believe, during the Qianlong era. During the Qianlong Emperor's era, the Chinese Qing government was extremely wealthy. It had very few external enemies that it needed to be protected against. It had a lot of tax receipts from all the international trade and also being collected from the Chinese citizens themselves. The Qing dynasty government during the Qianlong era had a ton of money to spend. And they spent it on enriching their own lives for the emperor. So this is why they spent a ton of silver, and they spent it on enriching their own lives for the emperor. So this is why they spent a ton of silver building this palace here that you're about to see called the Old Summer Palace. They spent a ton of silver building this palace here that you're about to see called the Old Summer Palace. It's a splendid creation meant to entertain the emperor. Now, you have to understand one thing that I just said. I used the word silver. This is the underlying, thank you, Bianca. Much love to you too. One of the underlying reasons the British and the Chinese fought a war, thank you, Leela, was because of the use of silver. You have to understand the fundamental reason why the British and the Chinese went to war in the First and Second Opium War. The fundamental reason, with all the reasons, that the British wanted to establish trade, they wanted the Second Opium War. The fundamental reason, with all the reasons, that the British wanted to establish trade, they wanted to reduce tariffs, they wanted more trade. The Chinese and the British fought a war in the 1800s was because the British were paying for everything they were buying from China in silver. The Chinese did not want many things that the British made, but the British wanted everything the Chinese were making. Thank you, Anna. So they were paying in silver. So the British were like, damn, if we keep going at this pace, we're going to run out of silver. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Wendy. We're going to run out of silver. Thank you, Joan. It's like, how can we balance the trade between China and our nation? How do we balance the trade? We keep paying them in silver, we're going to run out of money. So they decided to sell opium to the Chinese people. Okay? So the British couldn't figure out how to balance their trade. The Qing dynasty kept on demanding silver. Thank you, Shelby and Royal. Hello, Dimples. So the British decided we're going to sell opium to the Chinese people in order to balance the trade. Okay? Now, the British, of course, were making a ton of money from opium. This is why the first Opium War happened, because the Chinese government eventually realized it's not a good idea to have a significant portion of your population hooked on opium. So that's when they decided to ban opium trade from Britain. And this is how the first Opium War started. Does that make sense? The British essentially wanted to keep on selling opium to the Chinese. The Chinese people said no. The Chinese government said no. So the British responded by invading China in order to keep selling opium. This is why it's called the Opium War. This is called the first Opium War. This was like in 1840. So by this time, the Qianlong Emperor had long passed away, but this palace had been passed down to his children and his grandchildren. Okay, so this palace was being used by subsequent members of the royal family. All right, I don't actually believe I can cross this river unless I become Michael Phelps and swim across this thing. So I'm gonna have to go over to that bridge over there. Thank you, MK and Nanners. Does that make sense, buddy? Does that make sense? Absolutely. Charlie Lambert, part Summer Palace, gonna fuck up your mood. You know what I'm saying? Mess up your mood. Pardon my language. Thank you, Christopher and Francis. You know, because this place is sad. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, Francisco. This place is sad. It's a tragic place. You know, last few times I've been in Beijing, I've always been in a good mood. I've always been like, let's go see something nice. Let's go see something fun. When you come here, it's a place of profound sadness to see what it looks like today. And we're going to go walk over there right now. So let's keep it moving, everybody. Let's keep it moving. I don't know what the ticket situation is. They should do another ticket check. I bought 2 tickets. So I don't know why I'm not being asked to scan my ticket again. Thank you, Mike. So let's keep it moving, everybody. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. And hopefully our signal stays good. Let's keep moving. And you see, we're going to keep moving, everybody. So today is going to be a lot of beautiful history. And also, we are super close to the Summer Palace. There's another place nearby called the Summer Palace, Yiheyuan. We're going to go there after this. So most of you guys are going to be asleep. We're going to do that primarily for Americans who are staying up late tonight and Europeans who are watching TikTok. So we're going to have another show at the Summer Palace later after this one. Okay, thank you, Mike. Let's keep moving, everybody. Let's keep it moving. Please share this live stream. Please share this live stream and follow the channel. We're going to keep it moving. This is also, by the way, this is a beautiful, beautiful compound, by the way. Look at how beautiful this is. Thank you, Aura. Even to this day, it is still an imperial, it is still a garden-like structure. You know, everything. Look at this. Thank you, Karen. It's absolutely gorgeous, man. It is still a very, very beautiful place. However, there's no treasures left. All of the imperial treasures that were stored here were unfortunately destroyed. Okay, thank you, Rita. Thank you, Laura. And thank y'all so much. Let's keep it moving. Thank y'all. Brian T, Rita, Elizabeth, Shelby, Chris. Thank you guys. Of course, Kenneth. But Mr. Ken only watches for a couple minutes. Thank you, Steph and Karen Otto. Let's keep moving. The air quality in here is tremendous. Thank you, Paulina and Karen. Keep it moving. The air quality in here is absolutely tremendous, man. The old Summer Palace, by the way, is huge. So we got a lot of walking ahead of us. Thank you, Liz Talk and Macabello. We probably got another 15, 20-minute walk ahead of us. Well, maybe we'll go ride a boat and save some walking places. Thank you, Cash, man. What up, Cash? Thank you, Jim and Aura. Everybody, the hearts only cost us a penny. The bracelets only cost us a penny, but they help us move up the rankings. Thank you, Dimples and Kirill. This is what helps us move up the rankings. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Dimples. Thank you, Dimples and Kirill. This is what helps us move up the rankings. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Dimples. Thank you, Cash. Appreciate y'all. Let's see if I should go this way. Hold on, let me see if there's a sign over there. Hold on one second. Let me figure out what's going on over here. Thank you, Kalpana, Jimmy. Thank you. All right, so this on the bottom is where we're going. Xianglou Yizhi Qu. So the Xianglou area at the very bottom is where we're going. We could actually go take a sightseeing boat. Y'all want to see a boat or y'all want me to walk? Thank you, Blue Apple and Aura. I'm okay with either. You could take a boat, but there's probably a lot of people on the boat. Thank you, Paulina and Gamma. Let's keep moving, everybody. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Aura and Rita. Everybody's saying boat. Let me check out what the situation with the boat is. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Rita. Everybody's saying boat. Y'all love boats, huh? Thank you, Rooks and Rita. See all these things that are placed in glass over here. These are all relics from the old Summer Palace. Now, let me explain something to you guys, okay? The reason why the British and the French did not steal these, so the British and the French stole everything else, the gold, the silver, all the diamonds, all the antiques, they stole everything. The reason why the British and the French didn't steal these things over here is because they were heavy, okay? These are made out of solid granite, like what you see in the Forbidden City. These would have taken many, many men to move, and it would have been even more difficult to move back to England and to France. So this is the reason why these things were not stolen. But just to give you an idea of how beautiful this place used to be. Look at this. All these, but just to give you an idea of how beautiful this place used to be. Look at this. All these European motifs. And you see? Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at that. Thank you, Jules. Actually, I was wrong, everybody. Oh, actually, I was wrong. These were actually stolen as well. I'm sorry, y'all. This was actually stolen by the British and the French as well. It was actually, thank you, Met Maz, for the first gift. It was actually returned to China in 2006 in July. So never mind. So the British and the French did indeed steal these as well. Thank you, Bonita Marie. Never mind. I thought they didn't steal these. They stole these as well. I apologize, everybody. I didn't know my history. They stole this as well. I apologize, everybody. This was stolen as well. So was this. This was also stolen. So this is made out of white marble. Thank you, Yesenia. This was also returned in 2006 in July. Damn, they stole everything. They didn't even leave these. That's tough, y'all. They stole everything. Damn, they did a good job as thieves. I gotta tell you guys that they stole this too. Never mind. I thought these were left here. But this was returned in 2010 in January. So they stole these too. Wow. They got game for sure, man. They got motion. Them British and French boys got motion, man. They stole everything. They got motion. Yo, bro, they got motion, cuz. They stole everything. They didn't leave anything behind, man. Them boys was thorough. Them boys was thorough, man. They stole everything. They got motion. Okay, they got motion, man. They stole everything. Man. Appreciate you, Big O. So I gotta tell you this, man. You know, I'm trying to make jokes about this, but like I said before, this is a very, you know, this is why, like I always say to the people, man, you know, I have a lot of feelings about the, you know, you look at the British and the French nations today. The British and the French nations are very wealthy countries. But in many ways, the wealth of their nation, the foundation of British and French wealth today, in many ways, is from the loot that they stole from all over the world. From Africa, especially the French. From Africa, especially the British. From Asia, from India, from South America, the Spaniards. You know, really, it's kind of a shame because a lot of times you go to Europe and you see all their beautiful buildings. You see their amazing museums. Oh my gosh, the British Museum looks awesome. Oh, the Louvre looks awesome. Oh, the Spanish Museum looks awesome. You walk down the streets in Belgium, right? Anybody ever seen Belgium? Anybody's ever been to Belgium? You should read about the history of King Leopold, what he did in Africa. What King Leopold did in Africa and the horrors the Belgian soldiers committed there in Africa, right? So this is why, like I always tell people, man, you know, I go to Europe and I admire their architecture and I admire, you know, their wealth and their heritage. But you do have to call a spade a spade. So much of their wealth and heritage is based on the things that they stole from the rest of the world. And the word is steal. They stole it. You know, the African people, the Asian people, and the South American people did not invite them to come. The British, the Spaniards, and the French showed up on their own. You know what I'm saying? So this is why when you look at a lot of these things, it is a human history, especially in the last 500 years. It is a very tragic history for a lot of the Aboriginal people, for a lot of people from other parts of the world. The biggest beneficiary, really, from world history in the last 500 years, to be very honest with each other, since seafaring started, is the Spaniards, the French, and the British. To a certain extent, the Germans as well, and the Italians. But really, the French, the British, and the Spaniards, and the Portuguese are the four biggest beneficiaries of, you think about it, of seafaring, right? You think about how much gold the Spaniards plundered from South America. Think about how much, I mean, you think about Christopher Columbus, right? That was just the beginning. Think about how many things they took out of South America. So, like I said before, man, as we keep walking, human history in the last 500 years is profoundly tragic. Really, in many ways, very, very tragic. It just depends on, you know, whether you study history or not, like I do. Like I said before, man, sometimes when you think about it, it makes your heart ache. But you still do have to come to these places and see it with your own eyes. So let's keep it moving, everybody. Let's keep it moving. You know, I love, and I'm a Christian. I am a God-fearing Christian. But there is a saying in Africa. You know, I think there was a saying in Africa. It was like what the British man brought us. It was like either the British man or the Spanish man brought us the brought us the Bible. By the time we finished reading it, our land was gone. I believe this is a saying from Africa. The British man brought us the Bible. By the time we finished reading it, our land was gone. You know, very profound statement when you think about it. You know, as a Christian, to hear something like that, it is very sad. So let's keep moving, everybody. Let's keep moving. Let's keep exploring the ruins of the old summer palace. Follow the channel, man, and share this live stream. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. There's a lot of people here, by the way. I didn't realize there was going to be so many people, but it's the perfect day to explore. It's not that hot. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, like, as an American, I always have to tell people this. I'm very, very proud to be an American. I'm very proud to be an American, although our nation's history is, of course, a profoundly tragic one as well. Thank you, Kevin, when it comes to the Native Americans and the African Americans. However, the one thing that the Americans did not do, that we have not done, is that we did not go to other nations around the world and colonize them to the same extent that the British and the French did. So we can look at the rest of the world and you think about our contributions as a nation to Europe, to Asia, after World War I, after World War II. We have a lot to be proud of as Americans. You know, I want to say one more thing before we keep it moving. I want you guys to hear me very, very clearly. In the early 1900s, the Americans was one of the 8 nations that invaded Beijing and invaded the Qing dynasty during the Boxer Rebellion. I'm gonna say this story one more time because I told it one time before. But now that we're here, we might as well tell the story again. The Americans was one of the 8 nations. The Russians were involved, the Japanese were involved, the Portuguese, the Spaniards, they were all involved. The Americans were the only nation, the United States of America, we were the only nation who returned the indemnities that the Qing dynasty paid at the end of the Boxer Rebellion. Every single other nation took the money. The American government was the only one that returned the funds in full to the Qing dynasty government. And it said to the Qing dynasty government, use that money, build a school. They said it to the Qing dynasty government, use that money that you were about to pay us for the indemnity, go use it and build a university. This is why today, the greatest university in China, Tsinghua University, where lots of ex-presidents, ex-chairmen of China are from, including today's president. President Xi is an alumni of Tsinghua University. Tsinghua University was built using funds the American government returned to the Qing dynasty. The Harvard of China. Thank you, Paulina. One of the best universities in the entire world, the best university in all of China, Tsinghua University, was built partially using funds returned by the American government during the Boxer Rebellion. So many of us don't know that. Like I said before, a lot of Chinese people also don't know that. I don't think this is something that they'll teach in their textbooks as well. Thank you, wonderful. This is why, like I always tell people, man, there shouldn't be any hatred between Americans and Chinese. There should be no bad blood whatsoever, because the history of these two nations, we're a very young nation. We've had very little conflict except the Korean War. We've always had a very friendly relationship with each other. Always had a very friendly relationship with each other. These are the two countries that should get along very well. Does that make sense? Like, this is why, like, I always love to tell these stories. It's very appropriate to tell it here because the campus of Tsinghua University is right next door to the old summer palace. Right next door to here. We can't unfortunately go in because it's not open to the public, but the best university in China is right next door to here in old summer palace. So let's keep it moving, everybody. It's a beautiful, beautiful lotus pond. Let's keep it moving. We should all be friends, man. Like I said before, man, you guys know, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say this, I'm going to say it again. Thank you, Lux. You think about, let's just keep moving, man. That's because I could stand here for the next 2 hours and talk, man. You know how I am with the yapping, man. Thank you, Eric and One Lucky Lady. Let's keep moving. Please share this live stream like JK is doing. Let's keep moving, everybody. Let's keep it moving. I'm not misinformed at all. Obviously thank you, Nick, and Tasha. Obviously, when it comes to Native Americans and when it comes to African Americans, our nation's history is profoundly tragic. It's terrible. It's terrible. So let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Let's see what the situation is with this boat over here. Air quality in here, by the way, is absolutely amazing air quality. So this is what the boat situation is, and this is the reason why I don't want to take this boat. It's absolutely amazing air quality. So this is what the boat situation is, and this is the reason why I don't want to take this boat, because I gotta take it with a bunch of other people. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I gotta take it with a bunch of other people, and I feel like they're gonna mess up my ability to speak freely, because I don't get this boat all to myself. I gotta ride on it with like 10 other people. You know what I'm saying? But it will save me a lot of walking. Thank you, one lucky lady. What y'all think? Should we take the boat with the other people, or should we walk it? What you guys think? What do you guys think? Thank you, Brandy. Drive one. I can't drive a boat. I can't drive the boat, but you can see there's probably about 10 people on here. What y'all think? Victoria's like, take the damn boat. Let's do a poll. The best way to do it is do the poll. I'm putting the poll up right now. 1 minute poll. Take the poll, everybody. Or go by the poll. Thank you, Nanners. I think it would actually be a nice walk. A lot of people are walking. This boat is going pretty fast. Vote, everybody. Time to vote. Get that vote in. And thank you, Rita, by the way, for that Galaxy just now. Thank you. I'm gonna walk over. Let me see how much it costs. Let me see how much a ticket cost. Share this live stream like JK. And follow Terry. Thank you, Steve. Terry is saying walk. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, CC and Laney. Thank y'all very much. Thank you, JK, for sharing. Let's see how much a ticket is. 35 yuan, so it's $5 for a ticket. Everybody's saying boat. Damn. Thank you, Vibrant and Angela. Boat clearly won. I'm gonna ask him how long the boat ride is. 坐船坐多久啊？是坐船坐多久啊？20分钟是吧？20-minute boat ride. Thank you, Kim D and Gabby. 20-minute boat ride.
你这先来了一趟，得，对不对？
哎。
微信扫码购票。
哦，你能扫我吗？
你自己扫码购票。
你要不在这上班，太远了。
扔了。坐20分钟是吧？
对。
直接坐到那个西洋宫是吧？
西洋楼的。
好，好的。All right, we're gonna get a ticket. Boat is right here. Boat is right here. Man, I'm actually hesitating on whether or not I should do this boat. You know what I'm saying? 10 people on a boat. I'm hesitating. Man, everybody's saying we should do it. Thank you, Banji B. 走到那边去要多远？走到那个西洋楼？2公里。2公里是吗？
半个多小时吧。
半个多小时是吧？
要快走半个小时。
Thank you, Rosalinda. 快走多久啊？快走
半个小时。
哦，快走半个小时。
几分钟就到，净走这个。
好 ，Thank you, Rosalind.
反正是1700米，爱走多久走。
好。Walk is 30 minutes. Boat is 20 minutes. Thank you, Gabby. It's not. By the way, it's not about $5. I don't mind the $5. It's just. Let's see which one is a better experience, because I feel like there's something to see on this walk. You know? I know, I gotta speak for 20 minutes, man. Robin says walk. Terry said walk. Just Kirby, thank you. Thank you, Petunia and Curb. What does Lee say? A lot of people saying walk. Everybody's saying walk. Miguel and Curb. Man, that's not, I don't give a damn about the $5. Thank you, Curb. It's like, look, here's the problem why I don't want to do this. You got to wait for this boat to fill up. There's only one person on the boat right now, so I got to wait for 9 people to show up. Okay, so we don't know how long that's going to